to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's going on, everybody? Man. Give me 1 second. Just getting in, actually. Hell of a day, man. Hell of a day. Literally just got in, so apologize for the delay. Then when I got in, I had to set up everything again. Been on the road, been traveling. Just then I needed like a 5-minute cooling down period after watching that game, man. Just extremely frustrating game to watch. We just lost in basketball to FAMU. I'm gonna be nice tonight about my thoughts and opinions, man. Just not a good not a good showing, man. From the start all the way to the end, it was just we came out flat, low energy. My goodness, man. Yeah. We gotta bring it, man. We gotta bring it. We gotta be a little better than that. That wasn't the standard. I'll say that. FAMU won the game, and yeah, they won the game. So to the victor goes the spoils tonight. But like I said, man, just getting in, literally just getting in. Just got in from the airport. I literally just walked in my house, man, and now I'm in front of you guys. But I wasn't gonna cancel the show. Definitely wanted to sit down. I'm not sure it'll be a long show. Yeah, you're right, Akwe. There he is. TD, what's going on, brother? Did you say something? I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. It's on mute. On mute. Good evening. How everyone doing?
Frustrated, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll let it get. Hey.
Oh, bro. I do not like bad basketball, bro.
Okay.
I don't like bad basketball, bro. I'll take a L any day of the week. We lose. We lost tonight. But boy, we fight though, huh? Yeah, we beat ourselves, bro. It just, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to all the. I want to apologize to the bros in the chat because I was cussing all night, bro. Look, how you doing, bro? Let me just leave that alone, bro, because that was bad, bro.
Oh man, hey, I'm doing
man.
good.
All right, bro. Listen, man. TD, every championship team, bro, have to have certain components.
Okay.
Everybody can't be a star, bro. Everybody got to play their role. That's in everything. Successful businesses, sports. Everyone has to play a role, man.
That's right.
And every team that I've seen win a championship in basketball, who won the NBA Finals last year? The Boston Celtics, right? Jaylen Brown gets the MVP, and people kind of debated. Tatum had a slow start to his finals TD. Jaylen Brown come along. He kind of tapered off at the end. But you know who really won that finals, bro? Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford.
Role players. Role players.
Advanced analytics has taken over the game of basketball, bro. They're available to us. I think we should really hone in on that a little bit more and use them. The data doesn't lie, TD. The data doesn't lie. The data doesn't lie. I just say this is what I'll say, and I'm gonna move. I have to move on, bro, because again, I understand the seat that I sit in, but I ain't gonna be this same way we are in football.
Yeah.
No. I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing, bro.
Oh.
Deshaun Ruffin had 37 points.
Again?
No, listen, he had 37 points on Saturday.
Okay.
It was go back and watch the game if you ain't had nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Ruffin took his first shot with 16 minutes and like 8 seconds to go in the first half. So a whole almost 4 minutes went by. And your superstar has not attempted a shot, and they are proceeding to lava cook our ass from the 3-point line, bro. I'm talking about rotisserie chicken roasting them. And we get down early. Now, did we fight back? Yes, we did. We came out flat, bro. I mean, flat as a tire, as a deflated tire, bro. No energy. And I love our bigs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in a position. I'm not gonna, if it's me, I'm just not gonna build my offense. I'm not gonna set my offense up around my bigs who aren't scorers like that. Shannon had a big time game, bro. Shannon almost had a dub. Did he finish with 20? Because I stopped watching that. 18 points. He was balling. But you know how he got those points, TD? Putbacks.
But rebounds, yeah.
Rebounds, that's your game, bro. Romeo is an energy guy. Lobs, rebounds, block shots. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't running no damn play. Look, man, whatever. I apologize. I'm not running plays. Offensive rebounds, we don't rebound well, bro. If you go back to Saturday's game, Canterville was the energy guy. You see what I'm saying? But I understood because because Shannon got in foul trouble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: we can say shooting, but you also have to create situations where you can get easy buckets, man. I'm watching FAMU run sets that's just it works for them. They shot a lot of threes, but you know why you shoot threes, TD? It's called advanced analytics, bro. I knew what this team was doing and what I ain't never watched them play a day in my life. And it took me no time to figure out what their offensive identity was, bro. And this is all I'm saying. If you watched us, look, it's got to be on the players too. It's enough blame to go around for everybody. We were one loss. We lost Texas Southern, and we one loss in the conference, and then we just go out and just lay the egg tonight. Then we tied the game up, and then energy kind of shifted. The referee started, Sean going to the hole and getting hit, can't get a foul called, so you're frustrated. But you can tell the energy wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is a lot of little things. That game wasn't lost in the second half, bro. That game was lost in the first half, bro. First 5 minutes of that game, we lost.
So a couple of things, Ken. First thing KT Doug said, "What's up, KT Doug? What's up, brother Q? What's up, Tiger Nation fam?" Hey, KT Doug said the first thing, man. We weren't able to get a rhythm. So I think you get a rhythm by taking easy shots, right, Ken?
Yes, sir. Easy buckets, bro. When did basketball become so hard to? It's just. I gotta say this. Let me disqualify myself because Mo my guy, and this is me and AJ. Shout out to AJ, my boy Ant Mitchell. He was with us. He was at the game with us Saturday. Him and Dustin. Shout out to them, bro. And we wound up stopping by M-Bar and everything after the fact. Mo literally altered my entire basketball career, bro.
Okay.
I've told that story, and I'm gonna go down that story. Mo was a different type of player. You follow what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When you go back to Merle 2000, the 2000 Merle team, 1999 team, TD.
Yes.
You had a sophomore point guard by the name Mo Williams starting for Merle, right? You got a big man named Jimmy Boykin that's balling. Is it 99? Am I thinking about? Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm thinking right. Because I was a junior. Yeah. Mo, and then I think Mo's junior year, he went up against Timmy Bowers, Harrison Central. Follow what I'm going. I want you to follow me on this. Man, them teams, bro, them championship teams, bro. Man, you need some 3-and-D guys. You need some hustle guys. You need some guys that don't give a damn about scoring, bro. I want to get in there and lock a down and get rebounds, bro. That's my game. Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I will not coach basketball. I don't have. I disqualify myself. God ain't done working with me. He they said he ain't done. He ain't finished with me yet, man. I don't have the temperament to coach because I am a fundamental freak. I am. I'm big on the small details, the fun. Look, man, I'm just telling you. Shout out to our girl, KK. She's doing a great job uploading content, TD. Let me tell you something, bro. I am an energy guy. I'm gonna tell you when we really lost the game, bro. And people might think I'm wrong when I say this. I trust my instinct. I've been playing this game since I was knee high to a grasshopper. You know when we lost this game, TD? When we first took the flow.
I just finna say it tip off, but I didn't want.
Nope.
Wait.
No. When we first ran on the court.
No energy. Lay
Go
back.
to KC-1400 Media Group right now and go look at the page. Shout out to KK. Look at the video, pre-game video. I was like, whoa, our energy is low. Whoa. It just, and let me say this too. Some days, bro, you just don't want to play, man. You don't feel like playing. I'm not saying that's what's happening with them. Right. Talking. I'm telling you how this goes, bro. But it's the little things, man. And I'm gonna just say this right here. I never seen that coach. That's a good coach, that fam you got. I know they gave him some flack. Initially not flack, but he was dealing with some. I think he on like a 1-year prove it deal or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know nothing about what they got going on. That's for them to do. But it's just they just seemed like they were the more relaxed team. And they just seemed to be, and we just, I don't know, man. Your star comes out and he ain't really touching the ball, and we running the offense through Manziel. I watched Manziel get a play. I watched Shannon get a play. I watched McMillan put that thing up. And I'm like, where the hell is they showing it? I'm just being honest. And that was my initial thought. And then he took a shot and then he got subbed out. And I was just like, this is just weird to me. So I'm saying that, and I'm not being critical of anyone. I'm just telling you, like, the energy. And sometimes, TD, you can call out the right set. And the reason I'm saying that, because I was watching the game on the screen. I don't know what Coach Mo was telling them in the set, because sometimes coaches can tell players exactly what to do, and they'll go out there and do the exact opposite. So again, go ahead. Come on, jump in.
Ooh. Well, no. I actually let you finish because
I'm just saying, like, this. The point I'm trying to make is because sometimes people hear what they want to hear. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that I always look at the little things, and I look at it based off what I was as a player. TD, I wasn't the most athletic, but I stopped playing ball after JUCO. Anybody that know me knew the fellas in the city knew me that I was a shooter, But when I went to college, I wasn't asked to shoot. I wasn't asked to score. I won. So the name of the Coliseum and Goodman, Holmes Community College, was Frank B. Branch Coliseum. I got the award right now. I won the Frank B. Branch Award as academics and like the character, like I exemplified what the ideal player. You follow what I'm talking about? I was that guy with coach like, man, I wish I had 15 of these dudes, man. Gonna get his book, gonna do everything by the book, gonna be right, jot and tittle. But you know what else I won, TD? I won the Bulldog Hustle Award. I led the team in offensive rebounds at 6'3". It didn't matter, bro. The ball come off the board, I'm going to get that mofo. You feel what I'm saying? Because I wanted it. I don't, for the life of me. So what I'm saying is when I watch the game and I'm seeing the other team with the opposite jersey on go get the ball, and the ball just kind of bounce around us, it's like, ooh, that just make me, that drives me, bro. Because I'm saying, where is this guy that's going to take some pride in getting that damn ball, bro? That ball come off the rim, we got to go get it. We got a 6'10", 6'11" player that's averaging four rebounds a game. 5 rebounds, I'll give it to you. You know, I think Roman averaging, what, 7, maybe 6 or 7? And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you got the size that we have, we should rebound the ball better. Now, here's what a simple thing like rebounding do, TD. It takes possessions away from the other team. Look at the second chance points that FAMU got tonight. They got a lot of second chance points because the ball just fell through our hands, or we had it and we lost it, and a couple of careless turnovers here and there, and all of that stems down to one word, bro: energy. So I'll pause right there.
Yes.
EA, I don't care about none of that, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, bro, but I ain't even getting to roughing. I don't care because it was a simple game plan. You don't have to do much on roughing when you are getting fouled and you're not getting those calls. I get all of that.
And you know what? You know what?
One said y'all wasn't doing nothing that couldn't have been actually offset, and I'll just leave it at that. So, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man.
And again, I'm not finna do the y'all won the game. I have no interest in like really good game, bro. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, the last game I attended, you know, I mean, even the games I attended, and I mentioned this before. I talked about the bigs, and I know Shannon had 18 points. And you speaking on, you know, on energy, and we talked about the other night. We was talking about people coming to the games, and I was talking about having a certain player, a certain, you know, that's going to come in and, you know, get the crowd where it needs to be. You know, a lot of times in basketball, it's supposed to be electrifying. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that, you know, really doing their thing. So we spoke on that, and you was talking about Deshaun Rushman. So the energy, far as the bigs and stuff, man, it's like they play to play. They don't play to dominate.
That's fair.
But
to you know, to that little point that you made, I know you didn't attend the game Saturday. Saturday was electric.
It was electric.
You had a Jackson superstar put on an absolute show.
37
points. He was cooking, but he got into a rhythm. He got into a groove. But keep going. He did.
Yeah, and I was gonna say one thing I did enjoy that I liked. I'm like you. When you attack the rim, you attack the rim hard. And I noticed Hoover, when he did get in the game, when he attacked the rim and snatched the ball, he snatched the ball down hard, you know, with some aggression. And then he looked for his outlet. A lot of times, our bigs, it's like they're not looking or just really not in tune, and they get the ball stolen or get beat on the rebound and put back on them and stuff like that. So, man, like I said, I mean, hopefully they get it together. And looking at the comment, well, KT Dub put in, he said something about this right here. He said there was a nice crowd, you know, a nice sized crowd, you know, and so with that being said, we finally get the crowd. and we starting to get people to go.
Yeah, somebody asked a question. Does the no the? I don't think the schedule has much to do with it. I mean, we've been playing on Saturdays and Mondays. That's been I don't think this is basketball. You play a game on Saturday, you got a whole day to rest. You come back and play another game. It's not back to back, and everybody has to play it. They played Alcorn on Saturday, and they on the road, and they came up from Alcorn over here and they played. But that has nothing to do with, again, you gotta want it. You gotta want it. And again, the energy was low. I know, Coach. I got to go back and listen to what yeah, it was. I saw. I got to go back and watch what Coach Mo said. I'm interested to see it. I know KK got the conversation, but I'm excited about listening to what he has to say. Sometimes you need to get hit in the mouth, TD, to get it together. And I'm gonna say this too. FAMU is not a better basketball team. They were tonight. They basically gave the game away and we gave it back to them. Like, we started off probably the worst first half of basketball we've had all season. We're the number one offensive team in the conference, and then we laid a flat egg in the first half. We was like 6 for 21, bro, in the first half. So, and it wasn't like they were doing anything so spectacular. Again, if you come out flat, that's the difference between a layup going in, rimming out. Deshaun Ruffin missed 2 uncharacteristic free throws. I'm just saying, the energy is just, you got to get that. What you got to find a way to get that out of the game, bro. And there's nothing you can do you just have to push that out. You got to flush it out. Once you flush it out, we come back in the second half, we take a lead. But just imagine, I mean, we go up, TD, we hit a 3, we go up, we went up 5, bro. Now it look like we finna just take off and do our thing. And then the dude come down and he just threw it up to hit a bank 3. So now it's back a 2-point lead. So again, when stuff like that happens, bro, it's just not your night. And it was hard to we didn't play well. That's fair. He said we didn't play well. We took them lightly. Because they've been an ass program for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? I understand why Shannon wanted to. Yeah, they've been cheats. They have been. And they know that. They win it. This ain't football, bro. This ain't football. Basketball, you get me one Monday night, cool, whatever. You still got to get through the tournament. You still got to be whatever. But again, that team plays to their strengths. You know what I'm saying? You can't run a ball screen at the top of the key and then your big rotates to the guard along with the guard, leaving the screener wide open going to the hole. So the next man got to rotate. He rotate late, TD, swipe at the ball. Guess what? It's a foul and an and one. Hell, so I come from the world of, if I'm going to foul you, I'm not going to let you make a shot.
Right.
I ain't going to waste no foul. You know what I'm saying? So it's those little nuances of the game, bro, that you just take away those things, bro. And that's something that we have to get better at as a team. They won the game. But I ain't see much in practice. I mean, they do have one guy, I think the lefty, the guard, they shoot a lot of threes, man. I think they shot 27, 29, some threes tonight. And but there are teams that do that. And I'm telling you, coaches have adopted this new way of playing ball. And that is the three ball. You get enough shooters, TD. If I chunk that mofo up at the goal, enough of them, I'm gonna make enough of them, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna run my offense in my set so I can get more threes. It's just that simple. And they got off to a comfortable lead. We worked our way back, and they won the game. The end of the game, we just kind of let it get away from us at the end. But we was right there, even after playing bad. So you lose to a team that's practically rebuilding they program and good for them. They got the dub. So I ain't making no excuses. I'm just talking about us and what we need to do to get better. I'm not here to to crown them, but I ain't gonna hate on them neither, though. You know what I'm saying? They played ball tonight. They did their thing. You get credit where credit is due. After that, I ain't got nothing else for you. You and your coach and your team can get on about your business.
Hey, so what about the young man that we have supposed to be the 3-point guy? Ken is supposed to be
which one you talking about? I mean, they was out there. I mean, we just didn't make shots tonight. Jamie Mitchell got hot at one point, bro. He got hot at one point tonight. He had 3? He made 3 3-pointers in the second half. TD. He scored like 8 straight. at one time and kind of took the game over. That's why I said Jamie hit that other three, hit that third three. We go up 5. And now they do come back down and hit a bank 3. And now we back, the lead drops back down to 2. That was our moment, bro. We have to get a stop. So when you've been playing as funky as you played and you get that lead, you got to grab that thing, TD, and hold it and expand on it. You see what I'm saying? You can't let them come back. So we took the momentum of the game, and that bank 3 really helped them because now we go back down the court. We do some. I don't think we scored, and then next thing you know, they tie the game up again, and now it's just a tie ball game up until like the last couple of minutes of the game, and then one possession leads to, you know what I'm saying, like. They up 2, bro, and you kick it out to the 3-point shoot on the wing. He knocked down the tray ball. Now they up 5 with like a minute to go. So now it's like, damn. Now you got to score. You go down there, you get a shot off. You don't make the 3. They get a rebound, and boom, there you go. That's how you spread the game. That's how you do it. So even after them going up 5, we got a 3-point play where I think it might have been Shannon or somebody hit a. Romeo dunked on dude's head on the lob, get an and 1, make the 3-pointer. Make the 3-point play, and here we are. We back at 2-point game. So, yep, got backdoor the next play. Good cut by them too. Hey man, I like good basketball, bro. I don't care where I see it at. I don't like. I don't give a damn if it's the Lakers. I don't care who it is, bro. It's hard. I just don't. I don't watch no bad basketball, man.
Yeah, I was speaking on Reyna, right? Reyna.
Reyna. I ain't seen Juan on the court. I don't know what he could be hurt. I don't know. I like I said, what I do, TD, when it comes to stuff like that, I have to ask and get the exact. I'm not going to assume anything.
Speculate,
you know yeah. We don't have to assume when we can get the answer, the question answered, right there. But again, you can't. And then we also don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Please know that our thought process and our mindset about this team comes from a place of love, and it also comes from a place of expectation, TD. Got a McDonald's All-American on the court, bro. They just dropped 37 on Saturday. Well, I want to see. It was wonderful, bro. I had a great time. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But again, you come out flat. You gotta do some things, man. You gotta make that thing do what it do, baby. So, anywho, we lost the game, man. But the women won on Saturday. I do want to shout out Coach Margaret Richards. You know what I'm saying? She definitely did her thing. And on Saturday against Bethune-Cookman, and she also took care of business with FAMU on Thursday. So, both teams won on Saturday. Bethune-Cookman and man, we'll be all right, man. We'll be all right.
So now we gotta go face Grambling.
Grambling and Southern. Southern is tough, man. Maybe we was looking ahead. Maybe this was a trap game. And like Mo said, Mo was saying earlier, maybe this was a trap game. Maybe we did look ahead. But I just you get credit where credit is due when you move on. Ain't no animosity, man. But it's been one of them days, man. Let me do this real quick. We'll come back to that. We are on road to 8,000 subscribers, man. Listen. Hey, man, tell a friend, subscribe to the channel. Tune into the content. Listen, we understand it's the off season. Football season is not in. So, but we're going to keep coming to you Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got special guests every Wednesday. And we plan on having a guest on Wednesday, and then we'll close the week out on Friday. But I do want to say this, man. Shout out to everybody that had signed up. We're still growing. We got to sign up on the way home. I was flying here, and I think we got 2 more. So we're about 78 signups maybe away. So if you're not signed up, click the link. The link's in the chat. It's at the top of the chat. Go ahead and sign up, man, if you can. We got some things to do, man. Roll to 400 on the sign up. That's right. That's gonna really put us up. I had a great conversation today, so let me do this real quick, if you don't mind. I got a brother that reached out to me that works for the NCAA. So if you guys have been paying attention to the channel, I did get a chance to go to Dallas. I stopped in Dallas on the way home, and I visited practice, man, and it was great, man. I got to see brother Darren from Locked On HBCU. Who's over there. I got to see Gerald. Remember Gerald? Yeah, Gerald's over there, and I know a lot of the scouts and people that were there, media personnel, is navigating over to Mobile because Senior Bowl practices start this week too, TD. So I think the Senior Bowl is Saturday, but the Shrine Bowl game is on Thursday. Shador didn't throw. You know, I did hope to see him. I saw Shiloh, saw Cam. Coach Prime pulled up today. I put that on the channel. Got a chance to chop it up with Cam. And I want to say this because I get sick of people who be. I'm just, you know, this the era we in. You know, we match energy these days. And when I match energy, I don't lose no sleep over it, right? I need these goofballs because people do stupid stuff, and I want to say to all the trolls and people who waste their time trying to interfere with things that you're doing, right? I want to make this clear, TD. I don't have a relationship with Coach Prime. I never have. He was our coach. You follow what I'm saying? I got a chance to sit in the room and I met him a few times. I actually had some conversations with him. But relationship, no, I don't have. I have a relationship with Coach T.C. Taylor. I have a relationship with Coach Otis. Really, we have a relationship with Coach Gallen. I never had a relationship with Coach Prime. So I don't. You know, I got a chance to see Ray, who was with him. You know, we chopped it up for a quick second and spoke, and you just keep it moving. But I want people to understand, man, this is a media business, bro. We covering sports, man. And this is what's funny, bro, because it gets real weird when you start dealing with Colorado and players that played at Jackson State. Look, man, that ship done sailed for me. I don't care about that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? These young brothers done left 2 years ago, went to a whole nother program, played, and finna go to the NFL, right? So let me ask you a question, TD. What would you do if Shador or Shiloh or one of these young brothers decide that they wanted to donate to the collector? What you gonna say? No. We ain't gonna take your fund. I'm not saying that they will. I'm just making a point. You know why a player that, a former player would, even if it was a James Houston or whatnot, which I want to say this too, because it's a lot of goofballs, man. And I want to tell y'all how weird these people are. Y'all remember that show that we did, bro? Well, we thought that was James. That wasn't James Houston, bro. That was somebody who posed as him. Because I talked to James. James was like, no, I didn't get on the show. I was like, bro, people are weird, man. Weirdos, bro. And I'm just saying, like, it's some loony people, man, that watch these YouTube channels. They comment on videos, and then you block them pages, bro. And guess what they'll do? They'll go create another one. People create fake Instagram pages, TD, putting the derogatory comments. It's a weird thing to me. I don't understand. You a busy man, brother. So am I. Bro, I ain't gonna waste my time trying to troll nobody, man. I don't care enough. I got too much. Man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. All of Twitter, we get it. But what I'm trying to say to you, because somebody was trolling on the video that I posted today. I had to block him again. And I know it's the same person. I know it's the same person because they said that they used the same little whatever thing that they used on IG. And I'm like, I said, whoever you are sick. Some are going, you need help, man. Now, I used to let it get to me. Now I just be like, dog, this is how I feel about that. And I'm going to use this opportunity to speak on it because I was just in Dallas today. I was just at the practice today, bro. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It was cool to be there. By the way, I got to say this, bro. I would love for Jackson State to have an indoor practice facility. Good gracious alive. North Texas got a dope indoor practice facility, bro. Sheesh. Oh, my God, bro. Woo. Hey, man, building on Champions Fund. Shout out to AD, man. We got to get that thing. TD, we got to get some. Man, look, bro. I love updated modern amenities, bro.
Hey.
Go ahead, jump in whenever you feel like
it. I was gonna.
I'm coming straight on the tonight, dog.
Right. You was talking about the channel, and you was talking about you had talked to someone. I want you to finish that because I had got in tune.
No. I'm just saying, like I was literally dealing with that stuff, man. And it's like I know, bro. I was 30 minutes away. Yeah. Now I got to say this to you guys. I am gonna cover the game. I'm gonna go back. I will be at the game on Thursday. But this is what I was gonna say. People act like this is something new, TD. TD, was I not at the Shrine Bowl last year? Did I not go over there and see Willis Patrick, who also left Jackson State as a graduate and went on to TCU and then went over to the Los Angeles Chargers? Listen, family, listen, man. We gotta let that trauma, we gotta let that stuff go, man.
I mean, even Ken, if you just wanted to go to a game, I mean, it's free. You go to a game.
It is so many. You would be surprised.
Go to the Senior Bowl. Go to the.
Guess who I had a conversation with today, bro? I had a conversation with Coach Hennis Berry today. I had a conversation with Aaron Smith, the linebacker from South Carolina State.
Right.
He's not practicing because he had a quad, dealing with some quad stuff. So he's gonna focus on training and his pro day. They ain't gonna take no risk because they're trying to get to the NFL, TD. The coach from Virginia Union. I mean, listen, bro. So I had a conversation with the gentleman from the NCAA that was like, man, we started talking about collectives and all that good stuff, man. And we shared contact. He was like, man, if there's anything I could do, I'm gonna try to, I get you some resources, whatever the case may be. And he understood. He was like, man, have you seen some of these bad deals and people just creating these so-called collectives that's not? And then I was explaining to him how we have a real foundation, man, that's really about doing the real work. And he said, man, he did what he told me. And this is how I know it's straight, because I did the work, man. And he said, man, what y'all doing based on what I was telling him, he said, that's really how it's supposed to be done. I said, right. I know that because we built this thing, we built this thing to literally align within the rules and regulations of what can be done, bro.
Right.
This is a business. This is my livelihood now. You understand what I'm saying? I do media for a living. So yes, I'm going to go to a game. And I just want to tell the people, man, I'm not going to go back and forth with you, man. If you can watch the content, like I put that little short up there, Coach Prime rolled up. And folks like, man, he didn't speak to you. And I'm like, you don't know if he spoke to me or didn't speak to me. You just know what I showed you on the camera. And I actually post that, edit that up and put it but the point I'm making is I just wanted to say, man, there is no beef. There is no animosity. There's no nothing. I mean, Prime was there. I turned around like, oh, snap, they're going to call Prime. He's in there watching his son, Coach Kramer Simon Craig. He had LeJounte Murray. I think the other kid, the Webster kid, he had like 3, and Jimmy Horn Jr. So you got Horn Jr., You got 3 wide receivers, Cameron Simon Craig, as well as Shiloh Sanders in their practicing. You know what I'm saying? And then, Junior was there with it, well-off media, of course, was there, and they doing their thing, man. The people, they doing their thing. So I didn't go in there with the intent of seeing, but I saw Emory Hunt, who always do good media. Like I said, I mentioned Gerald and a lot of other people that are there, man. It was cool. And why not? It's in Dallas, bro. Get to go to AT&T on Thursday. Gonna cover the game. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm trying to get back Wednesday, but listen to this, bro. Eddie George is gonna be available. I'm trying to talk to Eddie George. Now, is Eddie George Jack State Tiger TD? Heck no. He's the head coach of the Tennessee State Tigers, bro. But I can't wait I want to have a conversation with him because I want to talk to him about the Southern Heritage Classic. That's my goal. If I see him, I'm gonna put him to the side. It could be 30 seconds, dude. That's good for me. Because what I'm saying is when you're in these types of spaces, you don't know what you're going to get. You just got to go do the work. Now, listen, I'm going to be there anyway because to get home, I got to go through D-Town, bro. So what I did, I was like, shit, I'm going to just work this thing out to where I put my flight a little later, give me a little V, I'm going to go pick up my credentials, and then I'm going to get on home. We're going to do the show. We're going to do another dope show on Wednesday. I'm going to be able to catch a little something. I think I done dropped all the content that I have. Drop that TD, delete, keep moving, bro. That's how we get down. Because we're also preparing for the Legacy Bowl. So I'm just saying, like, this is that time of the year. But I said a lot. My point that I'm making is that it's annoying more than anything, but I'm just not fazed by it. I'm just gonna keep blocking you. So just keep making your profiles and say something. I need you to say something on the channel because when you say something, I got you. So just say something will block you. Go ahead, bro.
You said something, you talking about building the NIL collective and it being done right by the rules. I guess my question is, are there any rules? I mean, I know there are, but I mean, with the school, there are rules. The school able to pay, and you got Booster openly saying No, they give me millions to win. I mean, what do the rules lie? I mean, besides,
I'm gonna tell you what I told the gentleman today. Man, we not playing that. We're not even playing in that game, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
So the equivalent of what we're doing. This is why I'm saying it that way. They've been doing this, bro. The big schools. It's just the NIL has been, this era has made it to where they can now legally do what they've been doing, dropping bags. It used to be the duffel bag at the front door or the back door, whatever, however they used to do it. You know, give mama a job in the city and get a daddy a position on the at the university or something. You know, but the point that we were making it is this: first and foremost, we didn't create a foundation to start a collective. We created a foundation out of a need. Because remember, we were doing initiatives. And y'all notice we haven't done a whole lot of initiatives on the channel lately because we started basically just asking folks to just lock in with us on a consistent basis and just donate to the foundation. TD, I didn't even get on the screen and say what we've done. We just bought a bed for a student last week. Shout out to Kate, delivered the mattress, ordered the frame, and didn't say nothing on the screen. So what I'm saying is when you really we didn't have what we needed, TD. So what we would do is we would, hey man, let's do this initiative. Let's do this. Let's go get it.
I remember.
You remember that? So, but what happens is it doesn't make any difference. You start collecting these monies and doing all this stuff. Uncle Sam gonna come knocking on your door like, okay, yeah, even if everybody hand you money because it's a business and because of the way we're doing it, TD, it still got to be accounted for, right? So we would like, shout out to, I see Miss Rochelle in the chat, and under her guidance and tutelage, she took the lead on creating the foundation. Now, TD, as we get better, well versed in understanding that, the decision that I did make was to not do it in a way that was going to cause us. So if the laws change with this revenue sharing model that's coming, we don't have just this isolated collective sitting out there. That's why we try to tell people, if you're going to cut a check and say, I want to donate to the KC-1400 collective, all checks have to be made out to Friends of KC-1400 Inc., the nonprofit company, the 501c3.
Right.
That's exactly what happened, brother.
Right. Right.
And you spot on, KT. So the point that I'm making is that when you do the work, and then I got shout out to brother got a JSU alum over in DC, man, that sent over some great information from a legislative standpoint, just kind of making sure that we're aligned and locked in step with everything. Because as I told him today, TD, I was like, we don't have the luxury of doing it the wrong way, bro.
Right.
And then we also don't have a system right now that allows us to go do what an Ohio State did. We're not going to be recruiting with money because we don't have no money to recruit with. Now, what we can do is that, hey, we get athletes on campus that's a part of these programs. We would love to invite them to be ambassadors of the brand. And we really do have a brand, KC-1400 brand. We have a media platform, we have a foundation, and now we have a collective. And all of this still is joined with Tiger Talk. What's coming down the pipe, TD, is that you're going to see all the interviews. We're looking to interview every single ambassador, but those interviews will be on Tiger Talk. We got women's basketball interviews coming down the pipe. I won't say the names, but you're going to love the names that's going to be sitting down talking. You know what I'm saying? We got some amazing interviews coming down the pipe, bro. So the point I'm making is, man, it just, the work, there's so much work to be done, but it was pretty cool, man, to have that conversation and to be able to have dialogue and understand some of the things that we've done. Because I literally wrote the agreements. I have a great relationship at the university with the compliance department, and we're good, bro. That's all I want to say on that.
Hey,
but
I do want to say something about I had a chance to watch an episode of The Pivot, and they had Nick Saban on there. I don't know if you seen it or
I haven't seen it, but I saw clips of it.
I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And
you know how we get off. How long is the interview?
It's worth it. I mean, I don't.
I asked this man how long was the interview. He said it's worth it. That means it's long. That means it's long. All right, keep going.
No. You know they interviews no more. The interviews no more than 45 to an hour. But the thing about it, I guess what I mean by that, no matter how long it is, you be so in tune to what is being said, the time goes by.
Yeah.
But he says something. I mean, whether he just come up with this or not, but he said something about they asked him, is that the reason he got out of coaching? Because NIL, and he said no. And I loved his answer, which now makes me a fan, even bigger fan of Nick. When he said the problem with that, it stopped him from grooming and making young men, boys into young men and preparing them for the next level, preparing them for life. And it also took his wife out of being able to help groom young men because now everybody's looking for a payday.
Yeah. Remember Coach Taylor said that. He was like, that part where we did that interview with him, he was talking about, you got some kids just don't fit. If they lead off with what we giving them, he like, I'm good on that. I'm ending that conversation. It made some changes. TD, you see the coach from Miami, the men's basketball coach. He just walked away from the game in the middle of the season. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'm done. He's like, bro, I can't do this no more. I'm talking about legendary coach. Mo alluded to it when he did the interview with the news company. He was just saying, man, you got coaches leaving. This is a different era, but it is what it is. We still got to have some form of that. It's always cool to be able to do that. And Larry Nager, that's right, Coach Larry Nager. I didn't want to mess his name up, but yeah, legendary coach. He's been coaching for a very long time, and there's a lot of these coaches are gonna step away from it. And they
it's one thing that you were saying about the brand. We had a chance to speak with one of the football coaches at the game, Ken, and what he said about Jackson State. And we always talk about the brand. We talk about, being at a HBCU and what, being a Tiger means. And the coach was like, most of the players that is here, Ken, they're here because they want to be here.
Facts.
They're here because they love Jackson State. They, they love the environment, and he was speaking highly of that. He also went far as to say, hey, man, with what goes on at Jackson, it's to the point to where it almost, I guess, hurtful to not being able to accept all the players that is interested in the culture and what goes on, at Jackson State. And, I really don't speak on this too much, man, because I let things do what they do and don't ever want to be bragging about anything. But the culture here is great.
It is.
Winning is infectious. And that's what Coach Taylor, Coach O, Coach Gallon, all the running back coaches, wide receiver, Coach Vance, and all those coaches, bring to the table, and to hear them speak on how the players just love it here. And I said that on the NIL tip because it goes back to what Coach O had to say about all we need is a little bit. All they need is something in their pocket. Because what we offer
when you get done too about that. Because I'm gonna share something with you. Keep going.
Yeah. So I'm about done. I'm just saying. So the culture is priceless within itself. So the point that Coach O said, hey man, they just need a little something to keep going. They ain't trying to do all this running around chase because again, Ken, you know how I am about money and stuff like that. You can have all the money, but if you don't have peace within or, nothing to do with it, then what do you really have? So right here, we have a family. We have a culture. We have love. We have brotherhood. We have father figures. We have big brothers in the room. Not only that, you have a community that support. You know, I know LaDon always talk about she got a lot of nephews. You know, you got aunties in the building. So man, go ahead. That's that.
I want to stay. I want to stay right there because that is what we talked about today. Matter of fact, I'll tell you who he is. I don't want to keep saying somebody that I talked to. Hold on one second. I think I could go to my email. I want to get his name right, bro, because I did have a conversation.
So why are you doing that? I just say Tiger
name
Nation.
is I'm sorry. Yeah. The name is Brian Bell, Brother Bell. Okay. He gave me his contact info, and because what I told him, I said being an HBCU, and I told him, I said we started talking about the culture. I said, honestly, a lot of these kids really do love this culture, man, the HBCU culture. They come in, especially with Jackson State. I said, I told him, I said, we were able to keep and retain some players just because of what Coach O said. Not because, you remember what he said? Like some of these guys, they just want a little something, right?
Right.
You just alluded to that. Many of the players that have left, they didn't leave because they didn't love Jack State. But they didn't love what came with it. But if you got an opportunity to go get some money, they're going to take advantage of that. But I will say this, though. Some have stayed for less than what they could have got at other programs, TD.
Right.
It's the fact that I'm getting something and I get to stay here
and play.
It's a win-win, bro. And that's why that's what we're trying to convey. Again, we hope everybody thinks that the collective is a great thing. And we want everybody to sign up. We really do.
Like you said, you get a chance to stay here. Not only that, a lot of those players may go on, but how much field time would they see? With they see here.
So James, I want to add something, and that's why context always matters. And
I was looking at that too.
We never really speak, And I understand where you're coming from, but let me say this about that. Josh wanted to move closer to home.
He wanted to be closer to home, yeah.
So we have to consider that when we're talking about some of the decisions, because all of the decisions isn't just about money or playing time. He was actually at a bigger school that he came from. He could have stayed at Western Michigan and just he could have did that. That's an FBS school in the MAC. But he wanted to move closer to home. He got a chance to go play for UMass. Now he's about 5 hours. 5 hours is good driving distance, man. Mama could pull up over there if she need to. You feel what I'm saying? She can get in the car and get over there to her baby, man. So, and then, Josh loves, he loved Jackson State. He loved Coach Callie James. Coach Callie James, I had a conversation, brief, just told him, wish him well. He's over at Western Kentucky now. He's like, Coach, man, it's all love. And, but that's what that was. It's always good to understand the why. And everybody ticks a certain way, you know what I'm saying? And it works, man. So he was able to go closer to the house, and we're going to miss him. We love Josh, man. We wish we could have kept him, but it's all good, man. On and up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and as you were saying, though, with Josh, he always had a smile on his face. He always greeted you with love. I mean,
very nice kid, man. Very nice.
Very, very nice. I enjoyed Josh. I wish him well. So that's what that was, James. He wanted to be closer to his family.
Love that anime, man. He love that rock and roll and that animated. So
that was he said in his interview. Then
heavy metal, man. He like that heavy metal.
Heavy
metal rock. You know what I'm saying? That anime.
Young man from Jersey, man. So that's a
good Camden, New Jersey, man. So we wish him well, man. I'm gonna still keep up with him. I'll say this though, if he get an invite, I'm gonna go talk to him too. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. We say that stuff, and then I had someone ask a question like, man, I don't understand why you upload this video of Cameron Silver Craig. He chose to leave Jackson State and go to the PWI. This is a Jackson State platform. And I could have been like, I just said, go Tigers, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other, folks went in and just kind of said, hey, man, we really do live that once a Tiger, always a Tiger. We wish the young brother well. And he claims Jackson State. Hell, he was just at the SWAC championship game in the locker room with players, sideline, and everything, man.
Yeah.
Forever love, man, love Jackson State. Like I told you, he corrected me. He said, man, I'm a Tiger, man. And I get, listen, this is what I'm saying, TD. This is the part, bro. This is the part. This is the why. This is what the camera didn't see, TD. I come up behind him today. I said, man, you gonna go first round? He turned around. You like an uncle. Oh, big bro. I'm talking about two hands, man. Oh, man. Oh, what's up, man? I just had my Jackson State stuff on, man. He was pumped up, man. Hey, man, at that point, I was like, it was worth the stop, bro.
Right.
How the hell we gonna tell these young folks how to love Jackson State just because they went and had y'all stop acting, the adults, please stop acting like y'all don't understand business. That brother explained to everybody why that man, Coach Prime is family. He been with Prime since he was 15 years old, man. Left Birmingham, Alabama, man, and went to Dallas, Texas over there to go, you know what I'm saying, at Trinity. And he's explained that too. He knew. He was like, look, I love Jackson. I want to stay, but my people gone. So I'm going to go with my people. And that was an easy thing. That was an easy decision. We understood that. And right. it ain't that you leave. Sometimes it's how you leave, TD. And some people leave and act like what you know, if I TD, man, come on, bro. If I come to your house, man, and I show some appreciation, you know, on the way out, man, I'm thankful that you had me. You might have me over again, bro. You feel me?
Right.
But if I come in this thing acting like, you know what I'm saying, hey,
putting your boots on my table. Here, I'm in squirt you up out of here.
I say, up your couch, darknesses.
Hey, I wanted to finish this point real quick about.
Go ahead. I won't interrupt.
When we was talking about NILs and we was talking about just a little something, for the player, in loving the coach. What's up, Greg the Great? How you doing, my brother?
Up your couch.
But what I was saying, like you said, a lot of players probably could have left for more money and but how much playing time are they going to see? With here, you get your little issue as a pocket change depending on all person you're talking to, and then you still get a chance to play, you still get a chance to get recognized because most of the games are on television. Then you got the SWAC championship. Then you go to the Celebration Bowl. You have interviews. Now you had a Legacy Bowl, and a lot of and then now you got your NFL scouts down there watching you in the Legacy Bowl. Then Jackson State have a pro day, so at least here you still have an opportunity to present yourself a little more on the next level, and have more playing time rather than just chasing a bag. And again, I respect the parents and the guardian of these young men who advise them, correctly. You really have to evaluate your situation and make sure you know what you're getting into before you do it. So.
We all do this, man. Even in the real world, we can love everybody that we work with, and we could be at a place and TD, man, an opportunity could come and you just be like,
gotta take it.
I got to go though, man.
Gotta take it.
I got to take this, bro, because it's going to advance me and put me in a better situation. And that's, if you really understood what was really happening, you also understood those that felt like that really had to leave. You understand what I'm saying? There was some people, and Coach Prime even said that. He said, now some of y'all don't need to get in the portal. He told them that. And get what, TD was right. I'm not naming no names because we're not going to ever shine a negative light on a player, but there were some players that needed to stay. And I'll say this, bro. When they left, they never landed on good footing after they left, bro. It just wasn't a good situation for them. But, you still wish them well, man. But it is what it is, man. It was a great day. Got a chance to check that out. And I'm looking forward to going back, man. It's the postseason. So I see people talking about, brother Tyree Weatherspoon, the 6'5" wide receiver out of Florida, he decommitted today. No worries, man. We wish the young brother well. All I'm gonna say is this right here, y'all. That wide receiver room at Jack State over there at 1400 J.R. Lynn Street. That thing's like a loaded 12 gauge. Do you hear me? And that might not even be the right gun. We got a banana clip over there in the wide receiver room, man. I'm serious, man. That wide receiver room is loaded. And I mean that from a personnel standpoint, just bodies itself. We got a lot of wide receivers, man. And people got to understand, TD, we had 4 wide receivers that were starting, man, that went down during the season, that all got their years back. Kobe Paul back healthy. Tyquan Henderson has been granted another year eligibility. Rico Powers returns. Fabo returns. Fabo first team all swag. Rico starter. Now you go get oh my goodness. You got Jonas Fertillion who returns. Best wide receiver in the SWAC. You feel me? You got Isaiah Spencer who has grown in year 2. Stays put. You got first team all SWAC. Nate Rembert from Valley comes in. You got Jay Dupree, who ascended. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just telling you, man, it's Jamil Gardner, who just started elevating toward the end of the season. Mm-hmm. And I'll stop there because I don't want to miss nobody.
Well, yeah, you already started.
That's why I said I gotta stop, man. I've been overlooked somebody. So again, at best, I'm telling you guys.
Did you mention Fertillion?
I said Fertillion first coming out the gate. But I will say this right here, though. I will say this. Cole Paul got faster, too. Faster, stronger.
Yeah. I was going to say he got faster.
Yeah, man. Proud of that young brother, man. What was I going to say? And we got a great wide receiver coach. Great problem to have. And can't wait to get him on, talk about what has happened.
Right.
During his season, man. And it's just we're set up. We're set up. Now, one of the things I did want to touch on, we'll come to it, but I do want to touch on this before we get done, bro. We're going to talk about going to USM. Now, the schedule will probably be out on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that to come out. We're going to do a full schedule breakdown when it comes out. I'm excited about that. We know we're going to USM, TD. USM adds us, and I saw some chatter on Twitter, 350K, something to that effect, for the game. It always seemed like, bro, we get these games right after they go get a daggum new coach.
Right.
Huff comes over from Marshall. And we lost a couple of players over there to Marshall, too. Actually, 3 of them, because we could have got Katron back, but Katron went to Marshall, Tyus Martin went to Marshall, and Cam Smith went to Marshall. They all went over there. We wish them well, man. So, but 375K, that's what it is. 375. Thank you. Jonas definitely, man, he is, man. He is. He really is. And had some opportunities at the FBS level, for real. But we got a collective that y'all need to sign up for if you ain't signed up yet. I'm just trying to tell y'all now. We're not gonna put agreements and deals and stuff like that out there on the public, but you do realize that if you just go to the site, go to KC-1400 Collective on IG, and you'll see the players that are signed. Matter of fact, TD, I did something. I gotta say this, bro. I want everybody to take their phone out right now. Something cool, because I want to shout out my brother Jamie Otis. Jamie always got a lot of ideas, man. He long-winded. That's my boy. Right. Jamie, I did you a solid, bro. What did I do? Not what I did. Well, I did do it. But I want to shout out obviously Merch Pack, you know. So the photos, man, y'all do realize brother Jason Hall, Merch Pack, he designed those photos. Great graphics, they dope. Created we now have an NIL athletes page on our website. So, TD, let's do it. You mind if you don't mind, bro? Let's check it out real quick. I'm gonna go to KC4. I already got the website right here. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna share the screen real quick, and I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. And if you haven't had a chance to check the website out, go check it out. All right, where we at? Why the hell can't I move? All right, let's start over. Okay, here we go. So TD, you can see the website, right?
Yes.
All right. When I go here to menu, We now have a page, NIL Athletes. Check it out, dog.
You click on them and
guess what? Guess what, family? So if you go to these pages, you go to the page and you see the athletes that are on the page right now. If all you have to do is tap their photo. If you tap their photo, it's gonna take you straight to their Instagram page. I ain't logging in, but you get it. You see it. Isn't that cool, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we lock in step with our athletes, man. I just want y'all to see how we working over here. All right, let's see. The general.
The general.
You don't have to worry about looking for their Instagram page. Guess why? Because if you go to KC-1400 Collective, you'll see that he is a brand ambassador. Look at their page. At KC-1400 Collective brand ambassador. Isn't that dope? Y'all say Jonas Fortillion? Are you following them? At KC-1400 Collective brand ambassador. Hey, man, I get excited about stuff like this, man. I'm a little kid. I'm like a kid in a candy store, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, EJ got to do that dance for me again, bro. I need to see that probably about 16 more times in the end zone.
Oh, that dance is that love don't cost a thing, huh? Check that boy out, man.
Spin himself.
What up, baby? But nah, man. And you just, if you want to follow him, Brother Landy, you go straight to their page. It'll take you straight to it. You don't have to even worry about it. Ashton Taylor. Something went wrong. I don't know what's wrong with that. Hold on, let me see. I hope he didn't change his Instagram page, but it's okay. I'll update that. No worries. Kamari. Okay. It might be me. I might need to log in. Let's see what that Audi TT gonna do. All right, yeah, it's me. It's me. All right, I'm gonna stop now because I ain't for the log in. I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. But you guys can get the point. If I go, let me do it on my cell phone right now. Let me make sure that I ain't tripping because I'm not logged in on Instagram on the laptop.
Why you doing that, man? Since you going through that, man, shout out to Coach Beef and his weightlifting staff, man. Got those boys. They grinding already.
Oh yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I think it was just because I'm not logged in on the laptop. I would have to log in, but yeah, man. So no problem. So go to the website, and as we continue to add additional sports, we will roll out. We will introduce our 7 track athletes. We've locked in with 7 of our track athletes and a few baseball players as well. I'm excited, TD, to roll them out and introduce them. Not to move backwards, but at one point when we're supposed to get a practice. No, it wasn't going to be indoor. It was going to be a covered pavilion, and that's still on the docket, man. It's not a dead topic. Matter of fact, AD kind of, I think he kind of alluded to something to that in one of these interviews or something, and we don't know, man. We don't know. We know that the state got a bill out there, TD. They talking about that little $40 million. Everybody talking about that $40 million that's supposed to be coming our way. A little bill out there on there. Hey, man, I like the trajectory of Jackson State, man, and I'm gonna just wait and see what they say. You know, I think we can do a lot over there with $40 million, whether it's renovating something, whether it's upgrading something, whether it's building something new. But if you gave me $40 million, it's just I get to be you know how you get them games on your phone, bro, like Township or something like that. I'm gonna be a $40 million revenue holder right now. All right, you just granted me $40 million. Mm-hmm. What would Ken Clark do with $40 million if he could do anything at Jackson State? How would you spend that $40 million? How would you break that up? And I'll tell you what I'll go first. Let me do this. First thing I'm gonna do, the first thing I would do is I'm gonna take $10 million and I'm gonna renovate the AAC.
I was thinking renovate the AAC.
I'm gonna do the AAC first. That's just me. Now, of course, I'm talking about athletic upgrade. We're not talking about dorms and all this other stuff.
Right.
And we need $100 million. We can do anything we want to over there. But I'm just talking about athletic upgrades. I would start with the AAC, bro. I know that there's a lot of conversations around, you know, a new stadium. How would you feel, bro? Quick question, because I'm kind of, like I said, there's no structure to this. I'm just glad that I was able to get in safe and sound off the plane and get through this basketball game that was hard to watch, and now I'm good. Renovate the vet or new stadium closer to the school, right on the campus. You know, if we get a new stadium, we're gonna drop down in seat count. So
I would definitely
max 35K. Max 35K.
I mean, but look, I look at it like this. I definitely would prefer a new stadium.
Okay.
Definitely on campus, and then give UMC what they want, because they are, you know, the hospital here that handle critical care and, you know, the well-being of people. So to extend to do what they need to do for better study of medicine or whatever they're trying to do, add more employees or parking lots, whatever they need to do. I mean, let it be a win-win situation for the city and for the state.
I think, bro, I think with a lot of us, the vet been around. All I know is the vet. I'm 42, about to be 43. I don't know anything else. I don't know Jackson State.
Change had to start at some point.
The vet has history. Let's keep the history and build on it. But then the question we'll have to ask is, how much does it cost to renovate the vet? What are we looking at doing? You know what I'm saying? If you're telling me that I could take 30 million and I could renovate, I would try to get away with it for about, TD, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I would try to get away with about 25 million. Because I'm gonna pinch 10 to go do the AAC. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because if we're gonna invest that kind of money that's not on the physical campus, then I would absolutely want to see the basketball facility upgraded. And then two, grandstands at the softball field. We're already working on the bowling alley is renovated and up and rolling. And I was just kind of spot check, touch it. And I know AD Robinson got a whole big plan of stuff that he's doing. We're not talking about anything that we know. We just kind of hypothetical in this thing. But new scoreboards throughout he kind of alluded to that at one point. New scoreboards throughout the campus. I probably will redo the tennis courts again. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of spot check that. I cover that practice field though. I cover that thing, bro. That's $1 million. That's $1 million right there. So what I'm saying is, on campus, you really, with all the other sports, you can take $5 million and just really do some major upgrades with that, and then take that nice chunk of monies, put that toward the AAC, and have a world class. I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I know you used to like sitting up there at the top. The TBL, of course, you can renovate that, Brother Wilson. I agree with that. That's a cool renovation but you know, the TBL right now is being used for those are coaches' offices and stuff. Extension of the locker room. You could definitely renovate that as well. I'm all for it. I'm all for upgrading everything if we got the resources, right? But I'm talking about the AAC, bro. Since we were talking about basketball, man, TD. That upper level on both sides where you see the numbers up there, man, I'm killing all that, bro. I'm killing all that. I'm turning both sides into luxury suites, bro. I'm talking about suites where you can go up there. Man, I don't look, man. That's what I'm doing. I would have that thing so cold-blooded, man, up in there where I'm talking about bring the seats closer and build on top of it, man.
So if you were to get a new stadium, would you prefer inside a dome, or would you prefer just still being outside?
We said a dome. You talking about what?
Right, would you like it enclosed, or would you like it like the vet outside the stadium?
Well, I'll answer it this way. We ain't getting no enclosed stadium, bro. You know why? Because Ole Miss ain't got now, neither does Mississippi State, and neither does USM. There is no way.
Anyway, I just was asking.
No. That's why I said I'm gonna answer it this way.
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't be able to do it because it would put us exclusively as having something that no one else in the state has, and I don't think that would be allowed. Even if I like indoors. I like outside, bro. I like that. Yes. I like the outside because of the. Of course, you got to deal with the elements, though. You know what I mean? But that's with anything. I don't mind indoor practice facility though, because you ain't got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Breakdown training, because now you know. I saw it at Nichols, bro, down in Thibodaux, Louisiana, and upgrades. I mean, they did some major upgrades. They practice. I think they got the dope pavilion. Matter of fact, let's check it out. I'm gonna see if I can. Nichols State University, right? I think it's Nichols State, right? Hold on one second. Check this out. Aha. Yeah, bro. I laid eyes on this thing, man. So it was more like this right here. See that?
Like a barn.
That's it.
Okay.
So take our practice facility, right? The way you see it now over at the school. Can you see those photos? Why I'm not seeing this right. Hold on. Stop sharing. Hold on one second. I want you to see exactly what I'm seeing. You see that?
Yes.
Oh, boom shakalaka.
Man, who's supposed to put in that, Ken?
It goes up, bro.
Okay.
Now it can't be this low. If this thing do look kind of low, don't it? Right. Well, no, you gotta look at the. So no. Look at the field goal. You see the field goal? How high it is up there? So you see the field goal. You see how it got a little bit more of a distance over there. But the point I'm making is that you do whatever you need to do. The point I'm making is that this is the equivalent of what we can do with what we currently have. That means that it's like you would have to. It goes back to the old design that we've seen out there that was kind of circulating. There is a model. I don't know what this costs. I would have to do some research on exactly what this would cost to do. But that's a better idea right there. I mean, but I see what you mean, though. You kick Matt would have kicked that mother. That mother would have.
Hey, look at this dude right here, man. This is just wrong to me, man. No, let me go out. What if it's raining?
No, true story. So, all right. I'm glad you said that. So today, TD, at the Shrine Bowl practice, right? The kickers and punters was outside, bro. So right next to the indoor practice facility. Now you could still punt in the indoor facility. It was just that they were practicing on both sides of the field, so they had the kickers outside kind of separated. But what they did, TD, you remember when we went to the Legacy Bowl? You remember how right next to the stadium you got that little half of a field?
Yeah.
So we technically already have a second field that's right across from the track. The only problem with doing something like this at Jackson State is we have our track around the field. You see what I'm saying? So you would have to, I don't know how they would build it. You know what I'm saying? But this is pretty cool though, man. I mean, in a city that rains and it's extremely hot, I mean, shucks, bro, you get them fans.
You said if it rains and it's extremely hot, but you gonna put the punters outside. Boy, no more something.
He said, Miss Coastal Carolina doing the indoor practice football like that. Yeah, this is kind of the thing, man. It's some there you go. EA said there's no reason. Hold on. What you say, EA? some come with hydraulic lifts and lower the ceiling. That's a great point. That is. That's a great point. $40 million. That's correct. $40 million is a third projected of a stadium cost. So yeah, if the state is providing $40 million, you can almost look at the potential of getting the stadium for about a 120. Hey Javon, how you doing? About a soccer field. Open field there. It's a good point. But no, we already have our practice facility. Like we wouldn't change that. So the pavilion would have to be what it was, like what we were looking at. And I don't even know if that's even out there. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Coach Vance Jones, despite them boys, I value the special teams. They are special to me. I won't put them outside in the rain, in the cold, man.
So
put them outside.
So here, let's do this then. I got it for you. Here go that design, bro. This ain't something that this is off the website. I think this is. Wait a minute, is this on the website? Oh, this is 2021. Yeah, I do remember this. It was 2021. So I'll put this up. The one that was kind of. This is just a model, so I don't want anybody. I ain't breaking no news. So I don't be giving me no hard time now. This is on this. This is old school on the site now. So check this out. All right, you see it?
Oh, that's cool.
So this is a little different than theirs. But if you think about our current facility, though, it would. This is fly, bro. I like this. You see what I'm saying? You can still. Mm-hmm. Can it be done? I think so. A little different. Man, this would be hard, bro. This would be hard. Cause think about it, TD. You see them lights up there? And again, this is not. Listen, family, don't be looking at it. This is on the site. This is we know we've seen this already. We've already seen that. This is from a 2021 mock from the Rail Design Group. Pretty cool stuff, and we got it's pretty cool stuff out there, man. You might see that stuff coming down the pipe, but it's on the site. And all I'm gonna say is look, man. Hey, who's to say? We don't know. We got to see. We got AD coming up soon. We got him coming up. We asked the question. You know what I mean? But it looks like a track field. No, that's how our practice field looks currently. So if you go to our practice field now, I mean that's really what it looks like without the pavilion. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at our practice facility, let me see if I can't find a photo of that, TD. But this was the other part to that. Because remember, this is that. Remember when we talked about the other field?
Well, I'm to the one that was. You remember the one that was they talking about being retractable?
No, I can't say that I do.
Okay.
I've heard something to that effect, so I feel you. I just don't.
Okay.
So here's what it looks like now, bro. And I'll just do an aerial view of that. You see that? So this is what it looks like. Look at that, man. That's pretty cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? I think that's the O-line shoot. Is that the O-line shoot? Yep. This is a drone shot, right? So what would have to happen, TD, is this. You see where the light blue is at on the corners? You see the corners of each part of the end zone of the rectangle, right?
Right.
So what would have to happen is this. You would have to start building the outer leg over here. I know you can't see my mouse, but just look at the four corners. So if you start there and go across, that's kind of what that would look like, and That's the only way you can come out some. You see that little small area between the corner and the track? You don't get a whole lot of wiggle room right there. So, but even if you build it, it still can be done, is what I'm saying. They would just have to come in and build it through the practice field and put it up, which I'm pretty sure they do that all the time. But anywho, a lot of wishful thinking. We don't know what's coming, but I know something coming. We know they've been doing a really good job at the university, and that's why AD got the JSU by 40. That's why he got the Building on Champions Fund. That's why we got the collective. We can do what we want to do. We just got to go invest in it, man. So, but yeah, man, road to 8K, man. Get signed up. We did get one sign up. Shout out to whoever that is that just signed up to the collective, man. Click the link. It's at the top of the chat. Join the collective. Said it's not a question of us giving up the vet. Eminent domain gives the states the right to obtain any property for public good. The question is what plan or leverage we'll have with which to bargain. That is the absolute positive truth.
Right. Which is why I said give everybody what they want. They want the, you know what I'm saying, get another.
I'm with you.
And give them that land. I mean, because again, we are talking about a hospital. You know, it ain't like they trying to get it to play horseshoe or nothing. You know,
I think TD, the thing that I like, I think we all deserve, you know, to experience some new stuff. I think a new stadium would be dope. I mean, hell, as of right now, we averaging what, 30K? Man, give us a 35,000 seat stadium. Let's sell that joint out every game. Let's pack it out and be loud as hell. Because TD, you could have a big old stadium and not be that loud. But imagine if we got 35K in that thing every game. That thing roaring. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of vibe. You got luxury suites. You feel me? You got new bathrooms. You got new concessions, different types of concessions. You see what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. You know, I take a 35 with the ability to grow a little bigger.
I was just about to say, why not, you know, talking about 35, why don't you just go for a cool 40?
Because of the money. That fit that 5,000 seats. See, now we might get 33, 32. That can expand to 35. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I'm not. If you build it the right way, it can look really dope, man. It really can.
I like the 42.
I'm with you. I'm with you. JSU by 40.
And with this dynasty that's being built, hey, let's do it. So Ken, I guess one more thing.
So I'm gonna see if I can give you an example, bro, real quick.
Huh?
So Northwestern, to be completed in 2026, will have 35,000 seats, TD. All right, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind with this, dog. Just follow me on this. Let me see if I can get a really good picture of this, bro. Dog, come on, man. Can you blow it up for me, big dog? So this is Northwestern's model. Tell me what your thoughts is of this. See that? So you see in the back of that end zone, they got that little, what is that, a wildcat? Right up under that. So they got a pen, whatever that little animal is. You see that the way that little section is made right there?
Can someone sit there?
Oh yeah, it is. Imagine if the boom had a section like that. You know what I mean? You got the jumbotron up there. You got the little. You remember you got the little awnings going around it because that's kind of like that's gonna keep some of the sun and some of the elements off of you when it rains. Bro, this is a 35,000 seat stadium, man. And look at it. This thing is $850 million, bro. It'll have 35,000 seats, but it will emphasize premium seating areas that bring in the bulk of the revenue. Man, you can do some very creative things with stadium designs, bro.
Hey, what are those? What right there behind the bench? Are those seats?
Yeah,
right here.
Yep.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
Yep. You see my mouse?
You got to pay for those.
Oh yeah. So let's just say
you got to pay for those.
But check this out though. You see these up here? You see my mouse?
Mm-hmm.
All of these look like sweets. You see that? So what I'm saying is that I'm gonna tell you one thing I gotta say about Jackson, bro. We are a town of we know how to put that stuff on, and I'm gonna say it in a nice way. We like nice things, bro. You feel me?
Sure.
I'm telling you that we will adopt a new way of doing Jackson State football if we get something new. We'll adapt. And I don't think that we would be mad about going to a new stadium. Just all I would ask is whoever designed it, just give the boom a ramp to go up so they can continue that. You know what I'm saying? Just add a ramp. You know what I mean? But hey, man, I think it can be done. But at the same time, will it? We don't know. I couldn't tell you if it will or won't, but I would love to see it, man. I really would. It would be pretty dope to see that. How much does a 30,000 seat stadium cost? So a small stadium. So listen to this. These are some of the figures, TD. Mid-size, a 30,000 to 40,000 seat stadium, TD, is considered to be a mid-size stadium. A small stadium is 10,000 to 20,000. And that's going to cost you at max $150 million. So about a 20,000 seat stadium is going to cost you about $150. So just tell you that right now. The numbers, based off the numbers, it would cost us a nice little chunk of change, man, to really, you know what I mean? I mean, even if you look at Raymond James, they got a football stadium that they building over on not Raymond James, but USF. They building a new stadium that's going to be 35,000 seats, bro.
I mean, you know, I'm still a fan. I like the way Texas State Stadium is.
And Texas State is how many seats? I don't know. Shit, don't give me the line. But the point I'm making is that, ooh, look at this thing, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna give you they got a photo of the stadium that we just looked at, TD, with fans in it.
27,000.
So a 35,000 seat stadium. So here's what it would look like, TD, with the and I know we gonna get ready to shut this down here in a little bit, but we just taking a look. Check it out. So this is with people in it. They go that section initially. Here go the seats you were talking about.
Well, I mean, what's up with the purple though? I mean, I know there's a color, but it threw me.
It's the color, man. Purple and white.
Yeah. Okay. Is that lit?
Yeah, that's LEDs. That's LED light. That look like video boards, possibly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it probably is LED. Message. It's like message boards going around. But the point I'm making is that look at this stadium, bro. If this thing packed, you look like you don't know if that joker is 60,000 or 30,000, bro. A packed stadium is a packed stadium is a packed stadium, dog. You feel me? And that's all we're saying. That much, Jordan, come on, dog. We Jasmine, I love you. Jazz. See, Jazz came up Friday. I love you, baby. We don't need no 45,000 seat stadium because I'm not saying I want to get rid of it. If we're gonna have a 50,000 seat stadium, we just need to stay at the vet and just upgrade it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But I'm just saying to get a new stadium, it's gonna cost you. I like the idea, Miss Peggy. I love you too, baby. I love you, baby. I'm just saying. I just want to make sure y'all understand this. You're not gonna be able to get that brand new. That is going to cost a lot of money. The stadium we just showed you from Northwestern, a 35,000 seat stadium, that stadium is $85 million. Now, it does come with a lot of bells and whistles that they're adding to it, but the more seats you add, the the more it's gonna cost you. You can probably get it, scale it all the way down as best you can, TD. Still gonna cost you in excess of about 150 million. You probably can get a 25,000 seat stadium.
God.
So I'm just saying a 35,000 seat stadium is gonna cost you over 200 million, bro. So, but UAB was about 190 to 200 for 47K. Will be, hey man, it will be. Listen, if we can get it, I'm cool. But I'm pretty sure this is what it is, progressive, and the state is never going to pay for that. They're not going to do that. I'm just tell you that right now. Let's just not even. Let me introduce y'all to some TD. This stadium has to be able to make money though,
right?
Outside of football. You get a world-class stadium at about 35,000. I'm not trying to, we just talking. Suites. You focus on amenities.
Bring high school football back.
There you go, coach. So coach, how big is USM Stadium?
Come on, The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that's what we have to work with if we get something new. 36,000. No, we ain't gonna get no 35. I can tell you that right now. Ain't happening, TD. They might give us a 30. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we're gonna get a 30,000 seat stadium, bro. We get a new one. You're gonna have to shade that bad baby all the way down. So they not gonna give us no Kenny TD. State is more likely going to renovate. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Travis. Waiting on you, big dog. Say, keep in mind the cost of state. Yep, the cost of materials, which will skyrocket with the new things in place. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are those tariffs? No, we.
That too, TD. But for real though, I'm just telling y'all, man, the cost of now you got to deal with inflation. The cost of goods, bro, it's gonna cost.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of
Jasmine, listen to me, sweetheart. We are going to Baton Rouge this week. I mean, not this week. This year. We're going to Baton Rouge this year, TD, to play against Southern. The stadium holds what, 27,000 maybe? TD, when that thing is packed, I don't care if you're in a 25,000 seat stadium. If it is filled to capacity and it is loud and it is rocking, that is a dope football atmosphere. I know we're used to the vet, but we cannot factor in the vet when we're talking about something new. You're not going to get a brand new stadium. I'm just telling you, you're not going to get a brand new stadium and that's gonna be that large because it costs too much money to build the stadium. Who cares about SU? No. I know. I understand. I'm just using that as an example. The point that I'm making is that smaller stadiums are actually, it's the aesthetics, it's the way it's built. Where if it's filled to capacity, which I know we can do, man, I'm just saying it would be a dope atmosphere, something to consider. I know might say renovate the vet, take out seats, add luxury boxes. Them boys, see, now you talking my kind of language right now. Because TD, that, my friend, is what I want to do at the vet. The problem, though, is to your point, TD, we keep coming back to it, is that if we do that, are we going to consistently and continuously still have to deal with the desire of the UMC wanting that land?
Yes. Why would it go away?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that's been around, I mean, long as I can remember.
I like this, Douglas. Right. I like this, Doug. It's great. I like this now. I like the idea of a downtown stadium, bro. Closer to the school. I love that idea, bro. Because the school is eventually expanding anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Renovating the vet may not be an option. I think UMC just received 20. This is what I know, and I'm getting excited. I get excited about this. We got to have somewhere to play. So just the days of having 50,000 is over. We're gonna be talking about that to our grandkids, saying, "Man, I remember we used to be in that big old. We used to be in this stadium called the Vet." If that ever happens, I don't know that. I don't. All I ever have known is the Vet.
Look, man, it's just like anything else in history that no longer exists. You have documentaries and photos.
Tell
old games.
Do a documentary as we tearing it down. Jasmine,
right.
stop. You know,
I mean,
what?
because
right, hey, we got less than 20 minutes. I will do this. Come on up and give me your thought process. See, Milton, I used to be. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I always I was a fan of I've never been a fan of the Metro Center.
You mean like the mall? It's like when it was.
I've never been a fan of the Metro Center turning it like the stadium becoming the Metro Center. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I don't like the stadium being right there off the interstate, bro. I just don't. That's just me. But I understand why people are saying, why
for the ease. Yeah.
That South Alabama Stadium is nice. That's where the Senior Bowl is played. It was built to expand from 20 to 40. What are they at now, Travis? They're at 25 now. I've never been a fan of the Metro Center idea, bro. I like downtown Jackson because I know that Jackson is pouring money into downtown. And I think if Jackson ever gets a real live downtown TD, because it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson is going to be a destination spot. I understand people may not believe Jackson, Mississippi as a destination, but if you've heard any other stuff that's coming down the pipe with what they're doing in the city, I like the idea of being in the city closer to the other side of the campus because I don't like that Metro Center idea. Have to cross 220. I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I mean, like someone suggested before, I mean, if you put something across the street where those call-out used to be, make a overpass.
There is no scenario. I understand the South Jackson aspect of it and want to, but it's a lot that needs to happen in South Jackson in order for that thing to get revitalized. And I don't feel like we need to just go. And I also don't feel like we fix a problem because driving from Jackson State to the stadium is about the same. It's a shorter distance to the Metro Center, but TD, the Metro Center ain't down the street, bro.
No.
I mean, it is down the street. That's the correction. It is down the street, but it's not like it's just around the corner, bro. You gotta leave Jackson State, go down Lynch Street, go through the few lights. You gotta get to Ellis Avenue, then you gotta go past the little fire department, come around the Highway 80, hang that right, then go under the overpass. Like I understand what we're talking about. I get it, but so when we talk about putting it on campus, the closest I feel like we would be able to get is if the locations and things that we've seen kind of earmarked, TD, that puts us on campus, bro. People have to understand that your campus is going to expand. I'm gonna tell y'all why we already if a downtown stadium puts us on campus. TD, didn't we just talk about the Walthall lofts? Then we just talk about the Marriott becoming a housing situation. You know what I'm saying? 6,600 beds. The Marriott sit right downtown. We got a portion. We got a school. The school extends into the downtown area.
Okay, so downtown where?
They got it. They got land over there earmark. It's a lot of stuff you can do eminent domain over there that ain't being used and don't look good.
Taking something. Okay.
No. Not necessarily. Well, no matter what you do, you gotta take some.
Well, that's true.
TD, if they're gonna take our stuff, we gotta go take some too now. Tell them to take that stuff and give us a spot to go to too. Don't just come over there and take ours. And we don't have to go do it just yet, but I'm just saying our attendance numbers do not support building 40,000. I'm gonna just tell you right now, you can get the 40,000 out your head. A brand new stadium is not happening. We will never get a stadium that's larger than USM off the rip. It's just not happening. We just averaged 30,000 this past season. I get it. I understand. I don't want to talk about. I listen. I know, but the reality of the matter is that even when I want to say, even when I don't know what the numbers were. What was the number? What was the highest number of? Yeah, I'm with you. Forget USM. Come on up and say what you got to say, Jazz. You get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. But no, I'm just saying we have to. You can do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, you're not getting a 40,000 seat stadium, brand new. It ain't happening. It's gonna cost you $300 million to do that. Texas State Stadium, Joe. Let me see.
I mean, I said that earlier.
You did say that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go look at
it. It actually has
27,149.
Yeah. and then it kind of give you
you try to get stoned a little bit, but I feel you. Hold on, I feel go to it.
You got to close in some of that area because it has a vet feel to it. It's not a full. It doesn't go all the way around. It doesn't connect.
You're right. Let me see if I can get it for you. Okay. Yee. All right, here we go. Let's check it out real quick. Oh, they did name it after the credit union. I had my cards financed through UFCU. I'm telling you. So
hey, they gonna pay for it.
And then they got these two. They had these two. I did like these two jumbotron. It was dope, man. It was a field house. The student section, the students over here, they heckle me. They do call me fat man on the sideline. They call me the N-word. And he threw a finger sign at me, bro. I'm serious, bro. Them little kids was. I looked at that boy. I said, "Man, you come on, man." I smiled at him. I said,
"You know what, though, kid? I stood there the whole time. I stood there the whole time, man. Them kids never said nothing to me. Never."
Man, that dude looked at me. He said, I ain't gonna do it, but he flipped me off, man. He was like, and he said, "You fat motherfucker." I'm saying I got to go back and watch the show after that. If you go back and watch the live show after the Texas State game, man, dude, I look, the man called me fat, man. He's like, "You fat, man, motherfucker threw a finger sign at me and said, I was like, man, I'll beat you to death, man." I said, boy, you know you saying that because I can't get to you right now. You know that. And then he said the students from that school were, man, come on, bro. They were bad, bro.
He said it was bad.
They were bad, TD. I'm saying it was bad.
Man, they had those balloon thing that those noise.
Yeah, the noise maker.
Oh my God.
Whatever we have, we need a horseshoe, a ramp. There you go. See that, Booker? That's all I'm saying, Book.
I see that there you are right there. That stage.
Now, to your point, TD, you probably could get. This ain't gonna be enough though. Not for Jack State. This ain't gonna be enough. That ain't gonna be enough, bro. We need at least 30, bro. 30. Actually, we need.
If that's 27.
It's 28. It say 28,000. But see, this is also with a lot of empty space. That other side don't connect. I think it connects at a lower bowl. At the lower bowl, it goes up like Alabama State Stadium. You know how it goes up on that one side, the home side, but then the visitor side is low. We got to get the luxury boxes though, Jazz. If you're gonna go with a smaller stadium, it's got to be a dope small stadium. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a stadium it's got to make sense. Just for references, USM holds 36K. It's the largest reported crowd. It's 36,641. Okay.
Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna be the one to go against the grain when I say this.
That's why I say, Joe, 30,000. Maybe 30. Go ahead.
No turf.
I like grass, bro.
No turf.
But I think the new stadium, TD, you probably gonna get turf though.
Yeah, I know. But
you don't have to though. You don't have to. I do like the grass stadium. I do like the grass. I do like grass, bro. So this is the idea: build a mini vet on campus. So this is what I think we should look at, bro. Take the vet, bro. That upper bowl at the top. See, how many seats would it be? All right, see, Jasmine, I finally got you where I wanted you. You said 30, she had 35,000. Remember, she was in the 40s now. See, now when you start saying 28 and 30, she's like, all right, 35. So we can grow grass out of turf like you make That was a good one, dog. I gotta give that. That was pretty good. We need Jazz on the negotiating team. We need Jazz at the table talking to the state. We need more than 40, man. We need y'all. Man, the state just got like what 700 million or something like that. We need, man, y'all could give us at least 50 million. Come on. We are upward bound and should not restrict ourselves to less. I hear you, Milton. I'm with you, brother Humphrey. Love you, bro. I'm right there with you. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. That is not going to happen just because of the math. And I'm saying that the state is we're going to have some serious roadblocks when it comes to the state trying to give us funding that's going to allow us to have a stadium bigger than USM. I think we have to acknowledge that we're bigger than them now because we have the vet, but the vet was not built for Jackson State. It was built for that's where the Egg Bowl was played at. You know what I mean? You know the history of the vet. I'm just saying we don't average 45,000. There's going to be a ton of empty seats in there, and you cannot waste that kind of money and not have the revenue stream coming in to offset that. It's take you a while to get to a place where you even make that money. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you have to come up with your portion, and I think you can possibly finance another portion of it. So.
And Travis, you have to understand, football was made to be played in cleats, not Nikes and running shoes, man.
They still had them cleats on. So Ricardo Brown. Let's see, Brother Brown, how you doing? You're on mute if you're talking, Brother Brown. You're on mute if you're talking, Brother Brown. The microphone. I'll give you a few seconds to try to figure it out, and I'm gonna have to remove. There you go.
All right, how you doing?
Hey, Brother Brown, how you doing, man?
Talk about what he do?
I'm doing well this morning. Let me see if I can work this thing.
You got it. Come on.
All right, here we go. I need to ask you a question because I might not get back on with you for a long time.
Okay.
So I want to ask a whole bunch of questions so I can get them all out of my system.
Let's see.
I think 35 to 40 will do nicely.
Agree.
I need to ask you, can we just sell the vet to the medical center for about $200 million?
Ooh.
I don't know who negotiating stuff, but I
don't know. See, that might be. I like where you're going with this. See, I don't want to. So what I don't like speaking on stuff because I'm ignorant of how it works but that's a great question. Oh, that's a great question. I don't know if they'll sell it to us for that amount, but I like the number. I definitely like the number. Somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Yep. Because obviously you got to look at I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great question. How much can we sell that?
They must want that land mighty bad, Mr. Brown.
Hey, they've been asking for it they've been making suggestions since 2006.
Wow.
So it's about time to let's go and put this thing to rest and let's go ahead and do something. Come up with a place you're gonna put it. You can put it up there on Terry Road in Lynch, or you can put it over there in Washington Edition.
There you go, Ricardo.
Huh?
Washington Edition might be tough. I like the other side of it because it's just a little bit more the aesthetics of the neighborhood. Well, I hate to say that, but it is what it is. It's an eyesore. You got a
It's
lot of
run
areas.
down, man. I mean, I've been
It
looking.
is.
It's in bad shape.
It is. It really is. So you eminent domain that area, and then you go ahead and do what you got to do. And I think the city, though, I think the city and state would want it to be closer to the downtown side, because I'm saying that, Brother Brown, because I'm just following the money and the investment, and you see the money being poured into that area. So like behind the convention center, closer towards Gallatin, that little area over there, man, even if it's right, if that's still proxy when you think about it, because once I get to Iron Horse Grill, I'm at Jackson State. I don't look at nothing else over there other than Jackson. That's Jackson State. Now, that's even with the houses on campus. All that's part of it. You know what I mean?
They get a lot of flooding down there in that downtown area and stuff.
Nah, not so much. Not so much. Can they sell it? You actually can, Brother Zordon, because we just put up. So I'm gonna do something real quick, Brother Brown. Stay with me. Stay with me. Let me throw something back up on the screen for Brother Zordon. So Brother Zordon, check this out. As you can see, that stadium logo, that UFCU, that's University Federal Credit Union. It's based out of Austin, Texas, where I live, and I did my banking. Still have an account with UFCU. So they sold their naming rights to their stadium to UFCU for, I want to say, it's a couple million a year, something to that effect. I'm not sure exactly how much it is. I don't think it's going to bring in. It's going to bring in a couple of million a year, depending on the type of deal. So you can sell your naming rights, but it's not going to equate to the kind of money. It's probably for anything is operating revenue, and you can always use that money to go towards renovations. And I think it's a long-term deal. I'll research it here in a second. But go ahead, Brother Brown.
Okay, let me get these other two things out of my system right quick.
Yes, sir.
I like playing Southern Miss, but if they ain't gonna pay us but $375,000, then we should do a home and home with them.
I don't think they're gonna come to us.
Huh?
They're not gonna come to us.
Hey,
they're not gonna come. But I understand where you're going with it, and I feel you. But let me say this to you real quick about the monies, and I fully understand. I saw some folks mentioning that on Twitter. I think it was Brother Trent. 375. I get it, but let me tell you, that's a game that we don't have to stay the night. We drive down and we come right back. I don't know if the boom is coming. I do know that the boom probably will, but let me mention this to you real quick. If we play a game at the vet, the boom has to load up in buses and travel to the vet. The team has to load up into buses and travel to the vet. The only difference between us playing USM is we would just have to drive a little further down the road, maybe an hour, 15 more. We play the game, we come back. We don't have to stay the night. The only thing that's going to cost us is logistics as well as food. So no hotel costs outside of what we normally do, our regular routine, which is already pretty robust. So I think I did kind of talk to AD, not in depth, but we did talk about the potential of some games that was going to be there. I was thinking like 400 grand, but they worked it out. And keep in mind, we scheduled that game. I think that game was pretty much scheduled before the new coach because they wasn't that good. So, but I agree. I feel you. I listen. I want 500,000. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how that works when it comes to negotiating the rates, because I know that they'll pay a little bit more for like other FBS schools to come to them. So great point. I agree with you. But 365, go ahead.
What I want to say is I think our marquee status is as good as any school in FBS and FCS.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I would take $750 to $1 million to play a gang of 5 schools. And if you can't pay it, we're home and home. Then you can keep your money and we'll keep ours. The other thing I want to say is about the Assembly Center. Can you ask the guy? Can you ask the guy whoever does the electronics there? Can he fix it where, you know, them side screens that they have would show like you? I don't know if you went to the
I went to the
championship game where they have all the players' numbers and stuff, so you can see who's in the game and you know what they've done. See if he can like put that on them side screens or something like that.
I like that idea. I know Travis is in the chat. Trav, you got that?
Yeah,
I know
you have the big screen
the foul count, how many points they got, who's in the game. I know what you mean. I think I'm positive that and let me say this, and we got the video jumbotron inside the AAC, and when we first got it, it was definitely a learning curve. That thing has a lot of functionality, and they've done a lot more with it since we've gotten it. And I think it's just a matter of learning, you know, and just implementing. Hey, don't. I'll make a note of it, and I'll ask when I go back to the school if that could be done. I sure will. Brother. No problem.
I appreciate that. And you put a little fire up on the under the AD's feet and tell him don't be scared to ask for no money. We made $1 million with Lane, so I think we worth $1 million.
You know what? I can't wait for AD to come up here and we'll ask him myself. How about that?
I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, Brother Brown. It's always good to have new voices on the channel, man.
All right, take it easy.
Yes, sir. You be easy now.
All right, Brother Brian. Have a good night.
TD, what's your thoughts on that?
On what?
Whatever of all of it. I ain't gonna add none. I ain't gonna interrupt you on that. I just
I mean, I don't. I mean, I actually think the negotiation goes pretty well. I mean, AD has shown that he knows what he's doing. He has the plan. He has something in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking pretty good on negotiating. Far as I gave my opinion on the vet. It doesn't. Okay, let me put it like this. I just want football, a great football team. I want to continue to win. I want dominance. I want dynasty. I want championships. I want Jackson State to be the greatest thing in, FCS football, period. Yeah. Where it's played at the end of the day, I'm not going to say it's matter. But if we're going to talk about this, I'm not going to say I'm tired of it, but it comes up too much, the bickering about the land. So let's just appease everybody and everybody meet at the table and come up with a plan, to let UMMC have the land, the state, and do whatever they want to do with it, and we move somewhere else. And like I said, preferably on campus, as close to it as possible. It don't matter. I mean, let's just get to work.
Let's get it, man. Brother C. Lee, what's up, baby?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, so this is the very first time I've ever come on screen without you asking me to come on.
I'm with you. I'm glad you're here.
It sound like you're serious.
I hear a lot of. Okay, so let's
take your time. Take it.
And look, man, I'm not on screen. I'm usually on screen, but I was in my Thurston Howell the third robe, and I ain't getting out of it. I mean, I was in the AAC. I'm still damn depressed about them turnovers down the end. But so, okay, couple of things. Do either of y'all know why the vet was originally built?
1950, right?
Not when, but why?
I don't know why.
Okay, that's where we started.
All right.
So the vet was built. You were right, 1950, and it's also important to know that the vet is older than UMC.
It's older than me.
Yeah. So and when we get to you, because I think that's important to understand. The vet is older than UMC. So the vet was built in 1950 because Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and USM did not have large enough stadiums to have maximum capacity crowds. That's important. That's why the state paid for that stadium. States do not pay for school stadiums in total.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are making claims and making assertions about what you should have or what you shouldn't have. But you have to understand that whatever we get, we're going to have to come up with at least a third to a half of what it is that we get. And so I think people have to understand from there, because the state can actually say, we didn't pay for Mississippi State's full stadium. We didn't pay for Ole Miss full stadium. We didn't pay for USM's full stadium. So if we didn't pay for their full stadium, why would we pay for the stadium for somebody that we hate?
Wow.
Right? We like them and wouldn't pay for their stadium. So if we like them and wouldn't pay for their stadium, why would we pay fully for somebody that we don't want competing? Number two, and this is why I was always a little like I like the fact that we are proud that we've we all know this stat, but let me throw it out there. So Jackson State University is the only FCS school that has ever led the FCS in attendance 10 times or more. We're the only school that have ever done that. No white school has ever done that. I like that, but you also have to understand, every time we say that, what we are saying to Ole Miss and Mississippi State particularly is that they know that part of that vet could possibly one day help us out-recruit them. The scariest thing, here's what if you really want to understand, okay? UMMC needs that land. I'm not gonna say wants, they need that land. They were eventually gonna get it, but the talk had died down. Would you like to know, and you guys know, you just won't remember, would you like to know what caused the talk for UMC to take over the land? You know what caused it to happen?
What's that?
Here's what caused it to happen. And a lot of people forget this. Sanders' first year, we played Alabama State for homecoming, right?
Yep. 21.
Do you remember who Ole Miss was playing that same weekend?
Alabama.
Do you know who had the largest crowd?
We did.
By 2,000.
2,000, yep.
So the day that Jackson State outdrew Ole Miss was the day the noise got restarted about UMMC getting that land. So UMMC needs that land, one, because so you have two things here. UMMC really needs that land. Let me just say this, a lot of people may not like or want to hear this, but a lot of people don't know this, Brother T. The UMMC is actually the #1 teaching medical center on the planet, not in America. They are the #1. During COVID, this is what kind of fine teaching program they are. During COVID, golly, I forgot the name of them, but the breathing capacitors,
right?
Hospitals were running out of breathing capacitors. TD UMMC is such a great research organization. They built their own.
And they did it in the park. They did it in the parking lot.
Yes, they built their own. Where other hospitals didn't have breathing capacity machines, UMMC built their own. So they are the leading teaching. So they need that land. They're going to get that land. That's no question. But when you add to that the vet is a threat to the recruitment of Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and USM, you put those two things together. Now, with that being said, ventilator. Thank you, Sister Tisdale. The ventilator. Yes, they built their own ventilators. Now, the only thing I'm saying here, the only reason I came up is that people throw out, we need this, we didn't know. What we need is for more people to buy season tickets. Because as long as more people don't buy season tickets, then you're hurting A.D. Robinson's and the president's ability to go with bargaining chips.
Facts.
We need more people to go to the damn Valley game instead of being 13,000 people. We need more people to go to the games where y'all say, well, we going to win. I'm not interested. Because when you don't go to those games, you lessen our bargaining chip.
Thanks.
Right.
See, I'm gonna add something in here. And I know it don't sound like it, but especially coming from a heathen like me. So this just let this heathen say this thing. My grandmama, Brother TD and Brother Ken, when I was 6, 7 years old, my grandmama used to drag me to the church business meeting. You know what my grandmama used to drag me to the church business meeting when I was 6 years old? She said, because if you don't take your ass to the church business meeting, you actually ain't a member of the church. So if you've never attended your church's business meeting, you're not a member of your church. You just a spectator getting benefits from the people doing the real work who go to the business meeting of your church. So if you're not buying season tickets and you're not doing 40 by 40, and look, make a decision. Some of us do 40 by 40. Some of us do the collective weekend. The fortunate people can do both.
Right.
But if you're not buying season tickets and you're not doing 40 by 40 and you're not paying your alumni dues and doing these other things, I'm not saying you got to do all of them, but if you're not doing this, then you shouldn't be in the chat of being anywhere saying, well, I demand that we have X amount of season. I demand we have this, that, and the other, because you're not giving us the bargaining chips we need to have what we need. So what we should be doing as alumni is talking to alumni about, hey, whatever the number is, how we gonna come up with that either third or half we gonna need to match what the state give us? That's what the discussion is. Forget talking about seats, forget talking about anything. The discussion is, what can we do to get a third or to get a half of the money we need for a new stadium? Because a new stadium is coming, because at some point UMMC is going to take that land. That's it. I'll shut up.
It's going to eventually happen.
Let me and one last thing. Just this ain't got nothing to do with it. Just let me get this in. So when the vet was first built, I think it was 21,000, right? It was 21,000 seats. Parking was only 4,000. You know why they only built 4,000 parking units for a 21,000 seat stadium, Brother TD? Because UMMC wasn't there, so people could park over there. The only reason I raised this issue, so that when people start talking about parking, that's not a Jackson State issue. That's not a Jackson State problem. So please stop talking about parking at the vet like it's a Jackson State issue. That's, and again, that has nothing to do. But that grinds. They say that grinds my gears when people start talking about parking. Parking was a problem from the jump. I want to come back to Dim Boyd's question. I don't know what the capacity of Alcorn State, but it was done through a couple of bonds and a couple of other things. So it was subsidized through the state. And Alcorn came up with I don't know what amount they came up with, but it was a joint effort through the state and through Alcorn. So yes, even the state didn't pay the full for that. What was the other one you had highlighted, Ken? I'm sorry, I just wanted to, because I know Dim Boyd had that.
Jason,
Oh, hey, Brother Gibson. Actually, I'm a creative writer. I taught at Jackson State. I taught at Jackson State for 25 years, and three of my greatest accomplishments of teaching at Jackson State is I created the 400 level Richard Wright course. I created the 400 level Margaret Walker Alexander course. And I, along with two brilliant sisters, Dr. Ebony Lumumba and Dr. Rochelle Smith-Spears, we created the Jackson State Creative Writing Program. So if you did not know, for about 4 years now, Jackson State has a creative writing program, and I'm proud to say that I was co-creator. So yeah, I'm a poet and short story writer. UMC cannot legally take the vet. If the state of Mississippi determines that land is needed for public safety and public health.
Correct.
Then via eminent domain, they can then give that money to UMC. No, UMMC can't take it. But if the legislatures decide that for the state of public health, they can use eminent domain, then that's what will happen.
Oh, name what I'm looking for there, though. The key.
So that's it. I'm sorry, man. I think I don't.
No. Man,
Look, I done got loud, and I think I done woke my wife up. So I think she gonna be mad at me. But I just couldn't, I just. There we go. The state can do as it pleases. Thank you, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
See, state, you keep Trent's thing up because this is important for people to know. All right, and we can tie all this together. A city is nothing but a charter. That's all a city is a charter. A state gives you a charter to be a city. And just like the state gives you a charter to be a city, the state can take your charter to be a city. That's what the issue with the airport is, Brother TD. States give cities the charter or the right to have airports. And when states decide they want to take them or move them, that's what they do. So when Brother Walker says that the state can do as it pleases, that's exactly what it is. And they have the legislative power. And that's the thing about it is we don't ever think economically. We don't think economically about what our leverage is.
Yeah, it's the same way with public schools. I mean, if they choose, they're gonna have a closed or state hospitals in different rural areas and stuff. If that's what they choose to do.
Exactly. Perfect. In fact, for those of you who don't remember Ray Mavis, that was one of the things that hurt Ray Mavis was the closing. I won't get into the minutia of that, and probably Brother Walker and some other folks can even speak to that. But when the state Mavis basically got not swindled, what's the word I want to use? Essentially, the Republican legislature closed a bunch of hospitals and then blamed it on Mavis, and so a lot of poor people didn't come out and vote for Mavis, and that's how Mavis lost the election. So you're exactly right on that. Ken, what's that? Jordan says, can the school spark combo selling the vet? Technically, we can't sell the vet. Ken, you're on mute.
Yeah, because it was given to us too.
Yeah, technically, like we own the vet, but that's and also the other part of it. Not only that,
theory,
it's state property.
It's state. We own the rights to it. I mean, this is what they did for us, and they gave it as long as we want it and we need it is ours.
Right. But see, let me say this. Let me say this, and this is because I know it's some flea infested stray dogs that's in the chat. They probably not talking, but they listen. But here's the thing: if you attend a state university, no matter where you are, if you attend a state university, every damn thing on your campus is owned by the state.
Right.
Every last bit of it.
So I love when people say Jackson State don't own their stadium. You don't own yours either. The state owns yours because the state paid for it.
Right.
Dumbass. I'm sorry, kid. That's come from Ken and TD. That come from City McInnes. So shut your dumb ass up talking about what Jackson State owns. You don't own yours either.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I just spoke through Brother Seeley. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? That other side that oozed out. So y'all forgive me. Y'all, Brother Seeley, I'm gonna back up out of you, and then I'm gonna let you get back to saying what you were saying. All right,
there you go.
Y'all. All right,
there you go. So all of that is state. It's all owned by the state. So it's let me give you a perfect example of how you have no autonomy. So Jackson State has a creative writing program now, right? So if I got Brother TD and Brother Ken say, look, we want an endowed chair in the English department. We want an endowed chair in the English department. Can I get y'all to donate some money for us to have an endowed chair in the English department, right? Okay. So let's say, Brother Ken, Brother TD, y'all got together, y'all got y'all money together, and y'all gave us $80,000 so we can have an endowed chair. We can bring in a highfalutin writer every year with our endowed chair, right? And then let's say, right after you gave that $80,000 for that endowed chair, the state of Mississippi could actually close out or end the English department and take your $80,000 and merge it somewhere else. Because it's a state institution.
Right.
So that's that. So the next time somebody say to you, oh, y'all don't own y'all stadium, unless they Bethune-Cookman. Is Bethune-Cookman the only private school in the SWAC now? Is it? They don't have another private school, right? Yeah, they the only private.
That's it. They the only one.
Yeah, so Bethune-Cookman is the only school in the SWAC on their stadium. In fact, Bethune-Cookman is the only school in the SWAC that own anything that's on their campus. Everybody else, you are living on state property. I'll shut up.
Well, I'm not even sure. I mean, their campus. I mean, their stadium even is not on campus.
Right.
Cookman. You have to drive to that joke.
right. So, but yeah, so that's it, man. I was seeing a lot of things in the chat, and I'm like I said, I didn't got loud. It's 11:41. I woke my wife up, so I appreciate all y'all frustrating me, and but I wasn't coming out this Thurston Howell third robe to get on. I wouldn't. This Thurston Howell robe is toasty in the house. It's 36 degrees, and I'm still frustrated from that loss. So anyway,
well, if you waking up your wife and she's gonna be mad, you need somewhere to sleep. Hide at the chat, cause they the one caused you to get loud.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to go get me something to drink.
All right.
I told y'all I had. Man, I got straight off the plane. Come run up in this thing. BCU plays at a high school stadium by the city. Yeah, that is true.
Don't say that. I don't think because we had to drive a long ways to get to that stadium.
Man, look. Thank goodness for. Whew. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I ran downstairs.
Joe said he said they don't have a stadium.
No. So remember, we left the hotel and we got in that. Look, man, hey, Brother C-Lee, to get from National Speedway Highway, whatever highway it was, turn down the street. Man, that thing is like one way in, one way. Well, it's two ways in. It's just it's a two lane, one way this way, one way that back. I mean, opposite lanes, one lane going in each direction. It took some people an hour and a half to get from that street to in the stadium because it was homecoming. Small stadium and all.
They were rocking though.
Right. Yeah. And so Unstoppable 25 is right. Even if the upgrades were to upgrade the vet, probably happen, they'd have to. Yeah. So any upgrades that we would do to a limit and to a particular number count, just like every contract has to be signed. Every contract at a public institution has to be signed off by the college board. So if I want to hire somebody, I want to bring somebody, anything I do has to be signed off by the college. So Unstoppable 25 is correct. Co-Pilot in 1911 asked a good question. Pros and cons to having funds directed towards, and I guess you're thinking, what's the pros and cons as far as funds for on campus or an off campus? The pros and cons are not going to be that different either way. The pro for it being on campus is the notion that students can be right there, that you're more likely to get students. When you're talking about tax base, the tax base is going to be about the same. So like, the thing about having a stadium and then you build other things around the stadium. So whether it's on campus or off campus, the state, let me put it this way, the university, the city, and the state will reap equally no matter where the stadium is. Like Jackson State as an entity, if the stadium is downtown, if the stadium is a metro center, if the stadium is somewhere else closer. I don't know how many of y'all remember that Borden's factory that used to be across the street on Highway 80. There was a Borden's factory across from what's the baseball field right there, TD, brother TD?
Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield. So across Highway 80 was a Borden's factory. Right?
I thought it was a Coke plant or something.
It was Coke and Borden's. I know Borden's had a factory there.
Milk company, Borden.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Borden's had one there. And I know that because my pop dated a lady that worked there for years, so that's how I know. Pops was hollering at somebody over in the factory.
So she was the milkman, not Pop.
Yeah, yes indeed. Oh Pop liked them big and strong. He liked them big and strong. Let's move on. So
big backs. Big back.
Go ahead. But so it won't affect us financially either way. And so the only difference would be the closer to the campus, students will be able to get there. And and I have to say, I guess that's a thing. When I was at Jack State in the 80s, we didn't have a problem getting to the stadium. Now, I will admit I never lived on campus, so I may be, but I don't remember students having a problem. So I don't know what has happened between the 80s and now with having problems with students. I was glad to see a lot of students in the AAC tonight. I will say that, because I've been on them like, what else you got to do on Monday night except walk across the Blanken Street and watch the game? I mean, you can walk across the street and be on your phone in the AAC. So I was really happy to see a lot of students. So co-pilot 1911, I hope that answered your question, that financially, it really won't matter financially for Jackson State, the city, or the state where a new stadium is, because the money generated will be everything.
Right.
And Mississippi Savior, that's why it hadn't been done. That's why it hadn't been done. Like, that's, if you want to know why it hadn't been done, because everything is in limbo. And we're not going to invest money in anything, and we don't know what's going to happen.
It's a great point.
So Brother City, you basically agree with me. Let's go ahead and squash this bickering back and forth every now and then coming up. We need the land to go ahead on and appease everybody. Plus, like you said, being the number one teacher in medical school, it benefits us as people in the world because it's providing health care. So, let's go ahead on and meet in the middle.
How does that work, Brother Celia, as far as like, how can we leverage our ownership of the stadium to get out of it, to generate the resources needed to go towards a new home? How does that work? That's the thing that I don't really quite understand.
Well, it's not okay. So and that's the thing about it.
By the way, look, y'all.
Now you good.
Your plate.
I'm over here getting down with it. I just want y'all to know I ain't gonna sit on the screen and chew. So
let me say this, and I want to say this also. And I always forget the other brother, but Senator Hillman Frazier and what's my other brother's name? Who's a senator? I almost called his name. Senator not Ollie, not Lolly. What's that brother's name? Senator but Senator Hillman Frazier. Why can't I think of the other brother's name? But it's two brothers that they've been doing, and I'm not saying Horn is not doing a good job, but I'm talking about someone specifically around writing bills around the stadium. Norwood, thank you. Senator Norwood and Senator Hillman Frazier. Those two have been doing really good jobs of writing bills and being engaged in backdoor discussions, committee discussions, not backdoor discussions, committee discussions about leveraging what we can get from the state, right? And so it really is, Ken, the best leverage we would have. We got Senator Frazier and Senator Norwood and the others doing their job in the Senate. We have not done a good enough job about raising the funds for leveraging, because we really don't have any leverage when it comes to eminent domain. And so our best leverage is going to be when the rubber finally hits the road and the state says, this is how much you're going to get, right? At some point, the state is going to say, this is how much you're going to get. And then the question is going to be, how much money do we have to put with it?
At this point, we're basically sitting back, hoping that they be nice.
Exactly. Remember what I said last time. Unfortunately for us, the majority of Black people, our political strategy is begging evil people to be nice to us. And this is another example. Waiting on the stadium is waiting on people who've never been nice to you to be nice to you. When what we need to be doing is knowing, I was going to give you an economic example, but so Brother TD, my entire life I've never lived more than 15 minutes away from work. Okay, I've been very lucky and blessed in that. I've never lived more than 15 minutes away from work. Right. So for most of the time I taught at Jackson State, I lived in Washington D.C. I lived on Top Avenue. Once I realized we were going to move, Okay. Once I realized we were going to move, I then knew. I said, okay, where most likely am I going to move? When I realized that we were going possibly that we were looking at 4 houses, we were possibly going to take the one in Clinton. You know what I did, TD, 3 months before I moved? Because I get up every morning to exercise. You know what I did 3 months before we moved? 3 months before I moved, TD, I already started waking up 15 minutes earlier so I could get my exercise in and still be at work in time, because I knew that when I moved, I was going to have to keep an extra 15 minutes in my schedule. You see the point I'm making?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So to Brother Ken's point, it's going to be too late to try to get up the money once the state say, here your money. We need to start looking at ways to raise that money now.
Right.
So that when the state finally says, here's your money, we will have the money to match those funds. We have to learn to be proactive rather than being reactive.
I was thinking that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I got so frustrated, because so many people talking about we need this, we need that, we need this. We ain't got a penny to do anything. So no matter what we need or want.
If the state out of the blue said they are giving us $40 million for a state, and rest assured something else is gone.
I think that's a good question, Brother Zordon. I think that Senator Fraser and Senator Norwood may be willing to come on. He wants to know, can we get? I think those would be the two people. And again, if I'm leaving out anybody, people in the chat know. I just know personally that Senator Fraser and Senator Norwood, they have been actually doing that work consistently over time.
Hey, just go ahead and ask them why you there. Senator Fraser watch the show all the time.
Yeah, right. Senator Fraser. So Senator Fraser, would you be willing to come on? And I'm about to ask him to come on. Go. I'm sorry, Brother Ken. Ask him. I'm about to invite him.
No, ask him. I fully welcome, man. We would love it, actually, man. I want to get Benny. Still want to get Benny Thompson on. We're trying to get everybody. Hell, I bring Kenny Stones.
I'm definitely be here for that.
He jumped out. Zoom.
Yeah, Unstoppable 25 mentioned Chris Bell too. Chris Bell as well. You're right. Chris Bell has been doing that work as well.
Kenny Bryant won't sell that. Man, I'm telling you, that's a great point, Brother Bryant. Great point. We listen. It would really help us if we would sell 20,000 season tickets, man. It really would. I mean, we can't even get to 10 because we got this big old stadium, and we know that the seats. Look, we know no matter what, we're gonna be able to get a seat. And I can tell you right now, there's some really dope things coming down the pipe with season tickets. I'm not sure if we'll have marquee games this year, but we'll see. It's a lot coming. I know that if you bought season tickets last season, you probably got a call. I got a call. It should hit your email on Friday. And I think they'll officially go on sale on Saturday. So this Saturday, season tickets will be on sale. If we could get to 10,000, Brother Kenny, I promise you it would help.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've teetering along the lines of, hell, we barely get to 6, man. And that's some of the same. That's some people getting multiple sets. You know what I mean? So, and we still sell the tickets though. We're gonna sell the individual tickets, but we're still gonna have a big crowd. But it would be great if we could sell at least 10,000 season tickets. We pushed hard. Go ahead.
So the next question is, when are the season tickets going on sale?
Saturday.
And now you're dealing with a national championship team.
And you got a team that's prime, that's right in the right position to do it again.
Right.
I mean, we didn't lose a lot at all, man. We lost a lot to graduation and ineligibility, and lack of eligibility, but we didn't lose a lot to the portal. We lost a few, but the core of this team is still there. We still got 80% of this team. Right. 85% returning. So
I'm actually interested because there are two things. One, I was interested to see how much did the increase would that infect ticket sales? And then 2, I'm interested to see with us doing so well, right? With us being national champions. And I am optimistically, right? I am optimistically, that was going to be redundant. I was going to say optimistically hoping. That's damn redundancy, Lee. Come on. I am optimistic that
a double positive.
There you go. That's how optimistic I am. I'm double positive, right?
I don't think this, bro. If we don't hit 10,000 after what we just did, I don't even think we'll ever do it.
Right.
There is no greater. I know I'm right there with you. There's no greater display of football in this modern day era with the Celebration Bowl, national televised games, dominating the conference. A Jackson State Tiger actually leading the program. I mean, we got the makings of everything.
And can I say this? And I know, well, anyway, maybe because I know I'm an oddball. I've learned over the last couple of years that I'm just an oddball. But we need to get out of this thinking that a stadium has a home and a visitor side. It's your stadium.
I guarantee you one thing, Brother C. Lee. We get a smaller stadium, we gonna pull up then.
Right.
It's something about urgency. It's just blood.
Right.
I gotta hurry up and get my tickets because that thing ain't gonna sell out fast. That little old stadium they done gave us, I gotta get my tickets now.
Right. So and I know people complain about, again, I don't complain about the sun because I don't like cold weather. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that's why my pop originally started buying his tickets on the so-called visitor side because we get that extra sun. I tell people in September, you don't like this sun now, but you're gonna love it in November. I look, man. I look here. My uncle used to have binoculars, Brother TD and Ken. I used to look over there, John, and say, "Look at them shivering. Look at them shivering. They ain't got no sun. They cheat. I can hear their teeth chattering from over here." So, but I would say a lot. If look, I sit on the 50-yard line every game. Nobody on the other side got to see the game better than me because I'm right on the 50-yard line. So if you're someone that you're thinking about getting season tickets and you can't get the 50, if you can't get between the 40 and 40, what you think is the home side, right? If you because those like prime seats, everybody want to sit between the 40 and the 40, right? If you're thinking you can't sit between the 40 and the 40 on the home side, trust me, that 40 and 40 on the visitor side, that TV show just as well from that side as it do from the other side.
Man, Brother C. Lee, we sit at like I'm not on the field, but where we sit at like right behind the visitor, like the visiting team.
Yeah,
man, it's hard to go back once you get on that side and kind of watch the game. You ain't really got to deal with. It's a little easier over on that other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Then you got the boom blowing right at you.
The boom blowing right at you. And what I like is when I walk out of the visitor side, I walk right to my car because that's where my parking is. Like parking. I get there early and park right by the gate. I walk out of the visitor side, right in my car, and I'm outside on State Street for most of y'all are.
Hey, but I'm gonna ask you this question, and then I get the response. I'm gonna drop. We're talking about season tickets, and we're talking about the great things that is happening right now with our football team. But again, we always speak of this when we talk about ticket sales and now everything being on television. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How do you combat people just, it's right there in the comfort of their own home. That's what I think that's another thing that we fighting against, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And Ken, people, being able, it's great for the money and for the team and the exposure of the players. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking. I want every game to be on television. But then again, it stopped people from coming into the stadium.
So yes, you're right. In fact, I remember we used to two things about that. We used to joke about that when we sit in the stand. We say, man, I remember we used to complain that man, they don't never show our games on TV. And now we got these long media timeouts, and we hate that they show these games because if you know that's the one thing I hate about the game being on TV now. You got that long media timeout, and they got the guys with the little guys with the stick with the counter TD
and that red shirt on.
Yeah, that red. I'm counting down in 3 minutes. So you are absolutely correct about that. And what we have to be able to, but I will tell you this, and it goes back to, it's a catch-22, right? You got to do this, you got to do that. I think that. So yes, you're going to lose some people because we're on TV all the time. But I think that's where we have to really, and I think this is where this platform and the videos y'all post and those kind of things, I think that as long as we keep selling people what a great experience it is in the vet, I think people want to come. I had to learn because I don't have this. But there are a lot of people who have FOMO. Is that it? Fear of missing out. And if people think that there's a great time happening in the vet, they're gonna want to come. And I'm hoping that us winning all our games this year at the vet, us being national champions, and all of the great content that you've been doing, and even Brother Doc and Sister She Loves D, and people been putting up, and then people, I'm not online, but I hear people on Facebook and Instagram. So I want to say to everybody in the chat and everybody who watches this, if you are someone that you like video in the vet and you're posting keep posting the great time you're having at the vet, because that's going to be the greatest promotion is word of mouth.
Yep.
Like the fans will promote the event better than the school will. The school is gonna promote it, but all of you guys who are doing videos and posting things and do that. Keep doing that, because you want to make people say, "Man, I should have been there. Man, they having a great time." So that's the answer, Brother TD. Is that number one? You're right. There are just some people who gonna opt to watch it on TV because they ain't got to deal with the elements. They ain't got to deal with traffic. They got right. But what we have to do in posting the video and doing and on this platform is that we have to let people know what a great time we have. And I'll say this, because a lot of times, because I don't eat before I go. I don't eat before I go to the vet, and I don't eat at the vet. I don't understand. I can't eat. I'm watching the game. I'm so into the game, and that's for me being Yeah, see that's for me being a mediocre, a mediocre multi-sport athlete. I didn't have the time to eat, so I'm so into the game I don't eat. So when I leave, I go somewhere and eat, and I love when I'm in my all Jackson State blue and I go somewhere and eat. And so you just come from the stadium and I'm beaming and I'm letting them know I'm trying my best to make them feel like they should have been there.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what we have to do is we have to sell it. The video, the pictures, we have to keep the same thing that this, and I said it with this platform was created for us by us to promote us.
Yep.
We can't ever forget that we, Jackson State, we tell our story better than anybody. And we need to keep telling us, and part of telling their story is letting people know if you're not in the vet on Saturday and you in town, shame on you because you missing out. I'll shut up.
And last thing, and the thing with that is, we talk about traffic. To me, traffic is not that bad. I mean, yeah, you just gotta have a little patience. I know a lot of time, you might be trying to get to the Iron Horse Grill for everybody else. Shout out to LaDon. But nah, that's not. Traffic is not that bad to me. I mean, because I have patience and I'm patient about traveling. And then I sit there and wait and let everybody else move.
Brother Titty, I don't mean to cut you. Brother Titty,
terrible.
Brother Titty, I don't mean to cut you off, but you know why traveling not bad to you?
I said traffic.
Traffic. You know why traffic not that bad to you?
Why is that?
Because you don't wait till the last damn minute to come to the game. Keep going. People need to get out there waiting for the last damn minute. You
that's true too.
Game 30 minutes before and you complaining about the traffic. Shut up. If you out there complaining and you left your house an hour before the game started, you supposed to be stuck in traffic. Go ahead, TD. I ain't mean to cut y'all. I just needed to point that out. That these people complain about being in traffic, but you left home 30 minutes before the game. Keep going, TD. I'm sorry.
That's it, man. Hey, I'm done.
Put Zordon's comment up because that's an important comment.
Oh, we hear the same thing. Go ahead, bro.
So this is actually how a lot of schools get their attendance numbers, particularly if they have a stadium on campus, because you got to actually pay to come on the campus. So they actually count their tailgaters, whereas we only count the people who go to the turnstiles. And so I'm with Brother Zordon here. We either have to count the tailgaters or what we should do, Brother TD and Brother Ken, is count the number of tickets sold, not the number of tickets scanned. Because to me, I don't understand the difference. If you sold this amount of tickets, if I sold 30,000 tickets and only 20,000 came, we still made $30,000 a month ticket money. So I think that, but again, and I don't know if that's an NCAA rule, because they do these rules for attendance and how attendance is kept. So I think that's something the SID would know and the AD would know. But I think that we should start, when we announce the game, we should announce these are how many tickets were sold. And then that way, I think that what we see in the stands will start matching the number that we are hearing. And I'm not saying that to say that we shouldn't do a better job making sure that every ticket is scanned, because we know there was some problems with tickets not scanning because you had the new system and all that. But I just think that, and again, that's an AD and a SID question about the NCAA rule. But that's what I think we should do also about our attendance, and then that give us more leverage when we go to the table. I'll shut up.
Well said. I think that's a good stopping point. This conversation gonna be ongoing because we got to get the actual data. I know what's out there, but we're gonna keep it going as it keeps coming up. We're gonna keep talking about it. We got special guest Wednesday coming up. We'll finalize what we need to do on that, and then we'll bring that to you guys here on Wednesday. So great show tonight, Brother C. Lee. Appreciate you coming up, man. I need everybody to go get signed up, man. Keep the sign-ups. We gotta get to 400. Got to get to 400, man. We got to get to 400. Let's get there, man. I wanted to get there by the end of the month. We still can do it. Tell a friend. Let's get active, man. We need you to sign up to the collective so we can bless these student athletes, man.
And for those people that you asked to sign up, that's curious, send them to the website, tell them click on the player profile and they'll see.
Yep, KC-1400collective.com. All right, everybody, we're going to shut this thing down, man. I'm finna get in the bed.
All right.
Time, man. Appreciate you, Brother C. Lee.
Appreciate you, Brother C. Lee.
Hey, thank y'all, man.
Hey, appreciate it.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.